We good?
We live. Notification coming second. We live. Trust
Yeah.
me.
Notification comes through. That's how you know we good. But it's pause on
Pause
here.
over here, yeah.
No, it's just always delayed, but trust me.
Alright, we
I
good.
can get my hair retwisted. Damn.
No, man, I brought this. I was gonna show you something.
James, I ain't gonna be able to do it. He said for real now.
I don't see it right now. Oh, wait.
Yo, no. For real now. No, that's my mic in my phone.
No, I don't see it right now, but it is.
It's live for me.
Oh, okay.
Y'all better go, man.
Oh, yeah, it's
All right?
there.
Y'all true.
Alright, go
Episode
ahead.
27.
Oh, yeah.
But James said episode 28. So we good. We gonna roll with it. We gonna have two
Oh, I can
episodes.
edit that. My
Yo,
bad.
yo, yo,
Yeah, edit
yo.
27.
Wait, the music's still playing.
Go ahead.
Y'all know what time it is. Oh, Flacco in. Sam Darnold just got hurt. Flacco in right now
With the
versus the
Jets?
Broncos. Oh,
That's bad.
No,
I mean, that's good for you.
Flacco beat us.
That's good for y'all.
Oh my God. Yo, this episode just got even better, y'all. What's up? This is Brotherly Differences. I'm Rod. Episode 27 coming at you from Artists and Fitness Live. And I'm here
What's
with...
good? What's good, man? What's good coming at y'all? Coming at y'all this week. I'm
What's
ready.
your
I'm
name,
ready to
Mike?
get to talking.
You do this
I'm
every
sorry,
week.
I'm Mike. They know me already. You know.
Well, I got some new people that's
Introducing
probably... I
myself.
got some new people that's probably going to be on here today. And you talking about they know you. They
Alright,
know
my
you.
bad.
I
Mike,
didn't know you was
I'm
going
Mike.
on
We
sisters
introduced-
like that.
Superstar, boy.
We introduced. I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm Mike, man. I'm ready to get started, man. Let's get this.
Yo. We got a whole bunch of stuff coming at y'all today from the start of week 4, which is going on right now. Y'all see what I'm rocking, so y'all know what's going on. My Broncos is at the Jets right now. This is crazy because Joe Flacco just got in the game because Sam Darnold got injured. So our ex-quarterback started.
That's good for y'all.
Is in the game. Well, that's not good if
Because
he
Flacco
kill. That's
suck.
not good if he kill us. So that's not going to be good if he have a good game.
Flacco
versus-
needs to retire.
But that just happened. So, but we got some NFL coming at you. We got some final stuff coming at you. Now, look, everybody, before we get started, I know y'all was worried about me because last night I went on a Facebook tangent after game 1 or during game 1. I want to apologize to Heat Nation, to everybody that was watching. What I did last night was not okay.
Hey, audience applause. Hey, come on, guys. This is big for them.
You know, so I have to apologize because we are not out of this series.
It's one game. Yes, y'all in the series.
And y'all know what time it is, okay? Heat Nation. Shout out to D'Angelo. Shout out to D'Angelo for this for Christmas about 6 years ago. Heat Nation. We out here. We ain't giving up. It ain't over, okay? The Lakers are a better team, I will say that. They got the better superstars, but we a whole 10 deep. It ain't over. Oh. All right, but
You
I'm
get
sorry.
that all out? You
I'm
good?
sorry
You
for
good?
last night. I'm not giving up on my boys neither. Miami is
It's
7.
one game. Miami gonna win them raw.
But
But Lakers winning the series.
Don't do that. Just don't do that.
Okay.
Lakers winning the series.
But we're gonna start with some football today. Mike, I want to start off with your week 4, going into week 4, LOL, and not out of this series. Yeah, we're not out of the series.
Yeah, y'all ain't out of the series. It's too much time.
Not
left.
Chad Prince. That's my man right there. Prince, one of my guys. What's your top 5 right now? He said we out of the series. Too many guys got hurt. Okay, we'll talk about that. We're gonna get into that in here, Prince, in a little bit. But Mike, what is your week 4 power rankings? We're going into week 4 right now.
You
Who
will be
is your
surprised.
top 5?
Definitely the Chiefs number 1 still. They offense do whatever they want. I'm gonna go Seahawks number 2, man. You know. I respect Russ Wilson a lot now, and Seahawks look scary to me. I'm gonna go Seahawks number 2. I know you probably shocked at that. He said, "Okay." Packers number 3. I'm gonna go. You know, I hate the Packers, but I respect Aaron Rodgers. I respect him a lot. So yeah. I'm number 4. I'm gonna be biased. Yep. I'm putting us in there. I'm not comfortable with our wins, but I like our comebacks, and I definitely like I'm definitely liking Foles. I like how he came back, so I'm gonna put us in there. And I know y'all will be like, "Oh, you being biased," but hey, it is what it is. And then what?
No, I said, I didn't say anything.
Doing that skip, Ron Bailey.
He is though, and
Uh.
it may be too early to put them in here, and they probably shouldn't be here because I know it's another 3-0 team. But no, I'm putting the Bills in there. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm put the Bills in here. I was gonna say the Bucks, but I'm gonna put the Bills. They had a tough game with the Rams. Josh Allen looking good to start the season, so that's my 5. What's
See,
your
for
5?
me, that was kind of tough for you And it shouldn't have been as tough.
It's tougher than you think.
And I'm going to go Chiefs 1 right now because, sadly, I hate to say that with this jersey on, but I just got to be real with myself. The Chiefs are number 1. Number 2 is Seattle. Let's not get that twisted. Russell Wilson is playing at an all-time MVP
level.
Through 3 games already, 14 touchdowns, 1 interception. I mean,
74 picks. That's what he's on track to. He won't do that. But
that's godly. I mean, Russell Wilson right now is looking like they're gonna be tough to beat, and that defense is gonna get better and better with the addition of Jamal Adams meshing with Bobby Wagner. So I got Seattle number 2. Number 3, I still got the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens lost to the Kansas City Chiefs. Okay, they lost to the Chiefs 34-20. But the Ravens' Achilles heel, like I talked about in previous shows, they have to be able to get a number 1 receiver to get separation because Lamar Jackson cannot just run the ball. If they just try to run the ball, teams will get a hold of that, keep Lamar in the box, and lock those receivers up. He's not going to have time to throw. I don't care how athletic you are.
The Chiefs blitz looked like it was bothering them last week. It looked like it was bothering them.
Like I told people, you could blitz or you could hold back and just keep contained on Lamar Jackson and play one-on-one on the outsides. If his receivers are not going to beat you on the outside, then you have nothing to worry about.
No, the Chiefs
I like Lamar Jackson as a
game.
passer, but I really think they need to open it up and give him another weapon on that outside so teams just can't tailor in on him. And I think the Ravens become right up there with the Chiefs. But I got the Ravens number 3. Number 4, I'm going to go with the New England Patriots. I'm going to go with the New England Patriots because, like I told people,
Cam looking good.
New England, I'm not going by because you're undefeated. I got to go by. I got to go by who you played against. People act like New England didn't go up to Seattle and almost win that game. If Josh McDaniels and Bill Belichick, I feel like calls are better.
That was a good call.
No, running him straight up the middle.
Cam Newton is a beast.
Running him straight up the middle from the 3-yard line to me is not a good call.
If he was going to touchdown, you probably thought it was the best call ever.
No, they never did a run option. They never did a fake op. Like you just knew that Cam Newton was running. He ran straight into the teeth of the middle of the defense. So I'm not blaming the coaches, but I feel like they'll learn.
They did beat the Dolphins though.
They will learn from that.
They beat the Dolphins for one of them.
But going up to Seattle and losing by 5.
Everybody say that's how Brady got a lot of hits.
Like I said, going up to Seattle and losing by 5 and giving yourself a chance to win. That is what I'm looking at with Cam Newton and them. And that defense is still something solid, even with all the misses that they get. So yes, I'm putting Cam Newton and them at 4. And then at 5, I will go with the Packers over the Bears. The reason why I will go with the Packers over the Bears right now, I think the Bears will ultimately end up better than them. I think the Packers are over the Bears right now because the Packers have an identity on offense.
Rodgers having a good season too.
They have an identity on offense. Well, they're being carried by Jones.
They're being carried by Jones.
Rodgers
doing his thing too, though.
They're being carried by Jones. I'm not hating on Rodgers, but they're being carried by Jones.
No, he's a beast.
Rodgers is doing what he needs to do, which we know what Rodgers does. They're just not putting 90% of the bulk on Rodgers' shoulders this week, this year, because they know what Rodgers is. They know what they didn't put around him. So the Packers are actually using the rest of their team, which is, I feel like, going to help Aaron Rodgers if that defense can prove themselves. That's one thing I still have a question mark on the Packers is their defense. We saw what happened when they played San Francisco last year. A team that can run the ball on them, I don't really trust them yet defensively to go against the Seattle, to go against the Tampa Bay. So I would have to see what they're going to do, but I do got the Packers 5 right now because it's tough to bet against Aaron Rodgers. It's really tough, and like you said, with that running game going and the way he is playing, not having to throw the ball 40 times, when Rodgers throws the ball 25 times, how efficient he is, yeah, I really think that's a problem. It's the money down right being. Let's see what you do. Nope, didn't do nothing. What about this week? What about some games this week? What about this Jets-Broncos game? What
I picked the Jets. I picked the Jets to win.
What was the score?
It was 27-24, I think.
Y'all see what it is. It's the nation.
I picked Jets 27-24.
And I'm mad we let something do that, but 24-10. You saw how we just had to knock him out.
And that may be too much because y'all might not score that much.
24-10 our way.
You pick y'all 24-10?
Mm-hmm.
You can still get that.
What about this week? This is a game I haven't decided yet. Your Bears and Colts.
I'm gonna pick Bears. I think we start off 4-0. I think we will lose to the Bucs though next week, but I'm picking Bears. I haven't picked the score yet on that, but I got Bears over Colts.
Man, I'm torn right now. I say Indianapolis, so right now.
No, it's Chicago. We got 2 straight home games.
It's Chicago. Oh, so I'm going Bears.
We got 2 straight home games.
That makes it easier for me. I'm going Bears 24-20. Yeah, I'm going Bears 24-20 because I Phillip Rivers haven't jailed yet. T.Y. Hill don't look like T.Y. He looked like T. Hilton without the Y. I don't know why, but no, I'm just playing. But T.Y. look bogus out here. And the Colts, like I said, Phillip Rivers is getting his feet wet. I'm going Bears 24-20. Give me another game.
Who else played this week?
Give me another game. Steelers Titans got postponed.
Damn.
Oh, San Francisco and Philly. Who you got? San Francisco, Philly. Since we got Julian watching.
I'm gonna go to 49ers. Philly, man, they ain't even got a win yet. I'm gonna go 49ers. 20-13. Ooh, touchdown.
Jerry Judy! I'm sorry, y'all. I got to interrupt the broadcast. Let's go, rookie, and I didn't even start him today. No, in our main league, Mike. I didn't even start him, and I just traded for him. But let's go, Jerry Judy. Just took it out that little boy's hand.
9-7.
Let's go, Bronco Nation. Let's go.
That was fourth down.
That was third, or no, that was first down. We got roughing the passer, and he threw a deep bomb after that. Let's go, Jerry Judy, best rookie receiver in the draft.
9-7.
Look at this. Come here, little boy. Snag job. All right, back to the show.
Pick that off.
Snag job. No, Jerry Judy. Look at that. Give me that, little boy. Like I was saying before I was really interrupted. I think the Eagles actually gonna beat the 49ers on Sunday Football. Upset alert.
Okay, that's the same for it.
They got Mullins in the game. Yeah, Mullins is in the game. He not big for the lights. That defense is nice, but I think that the Eagles is now gonna take the ball out of Carson Wentz's hands, which they need to.
Ooh, Patriots
because Carson Wentz is not right now. So I think Mal Sanders is going to lead.
Eagles always hurt.
Mal Sanders, no, he's right. He's not hurt, but he's not playing right. Is my point. So Mal Sanders is going to take the ball over, and I got the Eagles winning this game by the likes of 26-20.
That's a good 2 games.
I like the Eagles.
Okay.
That's a good 2 games.
Patriots, Chiefs.
You pick the Bears. I pick the Bears. And then you pick.
No, I mean tonight.
Oh, well, you saw what just happened right now. Bronco Nation, let's go. Patriots, Chiefs. Game of the week for me.
Oh, that's gonna be a good game. I'm gonna go Chiefs though. Chiefs start on season 4-0. Chiefs 31. Patriots 24. I'm gonna go Chiefs.
I'm gonna say this.
Ooh, that's gonna be a
New
good
England
game.
don't want to lose this week because next week they play us. They lose us, they're gonna be 2-3.
That's a win.
And we're gonna be 2-3 with them. New England gonna lose to the Chiefs though. I'm gonna say the game gonna be 34-31. It's going down to the wire because, like I told Joe, and like I be telling people, Cam Newton is made for these games, and Joe don't say he's not. But I'm just saying what I told Joe about
Patriots do get class too, though.
Cam is made for these type of games.
I doubled down on him in fantasy. Chill out. Don't tell me.
Chill. I wasn't saying
he doing good for you, ain't he?
Chill. But Cam,
yeah.
Cam is built for these type of games. Running the ball, Patriots going to play defense, but I don't think it's enough to keep up with Mahomes. I think it's going to be like 34-31, but I think it's going to be Cam Newton making a comeback effort. With Kansas City kind of taking their foot off the gas. But I think this could be a preview of an AFC Championship matchup. Wink, wink.
So you think Patriots that good?
Yeah, really. With Cam Newton, I think they really that good. Yeah, because
so Brady's team was that stacked.
No,
well, another quarterback come in.
Cam Newton is actually better for this team than Brady was at this point in Brady's career. Mike, Brady needed a team like Tampa Bay where guys can just get over.
So you think Cam Newton can win Super Bowl with the Patriots?
They could go. It all depends on who they play against. Like I said, New England offense still got to work itself out. But from what I see early in the season, like I said, going up to Seattle and Russell Wilson's playing at an all-time high level. Russell Wilson threw 5 touchdown passes that game, and yet Cam Newton had an opportunity to have the game-winning rush. So
Cam looking good.
I'm saying
Cam is looking good.
I can't sit here and bet against Cam Newton when I'm seeing what he's doing so far early this season and how his leadership is carrying that team. It's not always about the stats with Cam. Like last week, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, but the leadership he has to him, and they still put up 36 points. And the defense wasn't scoring like that. What I'm saying is they're driving down there. Cam is putting healthy drives together. New England is having ball control. They're playing defense. And like I said, if Cam Newton start getting hot, you saw what him and Julian Edelman did versus the Seahawks. That's just probably a tip of the scale. N'Keal Harry's going to get going. So I think that, I think the Patriots lose this game early, and they be 2-2. But I think the Patriots... What I'm going to tell you is this. I picked the Bills to win that division easy before Cam arrived to the division. The Bills better be careful. Because they're not going to just win that division that Cam Newton is down there. That's what I got to say about the Patriots. So, yes, I really think the Patriots could end up in the AFC Championship game. And that hurts being who I'm from to say that. But I really do think that could happen. Damn, DC asked me to text him too. QB ranks. Who is your top QBs right now? Just give me top 3.
Patrick Mahomes, Russell Wilson, Lamar Jackson.
Dang, we got the same one.
And Aaron Rodgers could be 3 too, though. But yeah, I'm doing my 3 right there.
Aaron Rodgers could be.
And I know a lot of people would be like, "Why you put Jackson?" A lot of people still be saying he's like a running back who can't throw, he can get exposed. But to me, those are the best 3 quarterbacks. They're the best 3 quarterbacks. Mahomes 1, Russell Wilson 2 for sure, and Lamar Jackson 3. But I do think Russell's MVP though so far. It's only 3 weeks, but I think he's the MVP so far.
Have we ever seen this? Because I agree that those are the 3 best quarterbacks. Mahomes, Russell Wilson could be a tie, whoever you want to put first, even though Russell's the MVP, and then Lamar Jackson right there. have we ever seen 3 black quarterbacks be?
I don't think so. The top
the
3
best?
quarterbacks league never.
The 3 best quarterbacks?
Barely one sometimes. You barely get one.
Yeah. No, that's crazy. 3 of the top quarterbacks is black. That is something.
In our opinion.
Well, yeah, in our opinion.
Because, Joe, you would have a different 3 probably.
Joe, who your top 3 quarterbacks?
What'd you guys say?
Right now in the
Who
league.
your top 3
three
quarterbacks right now in the league?
So far this season.
We said Mahomes, Wilson, and Jackson.
Yeah, that's fine.
But if somebody wanted to put Aaron Rodgers over Jackson, that's fine.
My guy, Roller Skate Funk said Teddy B, but he a Panthers fan.
They
Yeah,
wanted
those-
two. They wanted two, ain't they?
Yeah, they wanted to. They had a nice little win last
Teddy
week versus
B.
the Chargers. I like
Teddy
Teddy
B good, but yeah, he definitely ain't no
But yeah,
top. He
top
not even.
3.
Is he even top 10? Teddy B might not even be top 10. But
Chubb.
Teddy B raw though.
Another sack.
Chubb got a sack. How many he got?
He only got one. But
No one cares that much about a Broncos-Jets game.
Yeah, you right.
You
you
see
right.
what I'm wearing, so
You
don't
right.
even trip.
You right.
Don't even trip.
But
You
yeah.
see what I'm wearing.
Them
Just saying.
Them Joe 3.
Just
okay?
worry about your team getting that W this week because we getting ours tonight.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
We getting ours tonight.
Hey, you picked them win division, so stop it.
Who I picked to win the division?
Vikings.
Oh yeah. It's 3
They
games.
still
in.
can,
3
Joe.
games
They
in.
still can.
Sure.
Not if you go on 4 though.
Y'all talking sports first?
I
Yeah,
believe
Ashley, we talking sports first. In about 30 minutes, come back.
30 minutes.
30 minutes, we'll be on the real talk section.
Yeah, you got to be
All
on
right.
tonight, Ash.
So at 8:40, come back, cuzzo, or 8:45. Boy, stay here. You know, learn some sports for your man. You know what I'm saying? You can do that. You can stay here too. You invited. On the basketball now, man, y'all. I apologize. So I don't want to see nothing in the comments. I've apologized already for my actions. That's what I did. I don't want to hear it.
Quick and emotional after every game.
If LBJ wins in the finals, is he the best player going into the next season at 36?
If somebody put him there, I don't mind it. Yeah, I'll say yeah. If somebody, you could put AD if you want, because AD probably get Finals MVP, but Bron, yeah, at 36, best player in the league. I'm fine with people saying that.
Next year, he would be.
Next year, I would probably say that, and the only reason KD won't get it is because he's been hurt. But yeah, I'll give it to Bron, though. Even if AD get Finals MVP, I'm gonna give it to him. I'm with him.
I will say this. Me personally, I'm going to have him top 3, and y'all going to be shocked, but I will not be.
So you put KD 1 for sure.
No. LeBron would be top 3, but I wouldn't. Or I'm not going to go on Facebook rants, turn red, even though I'm black, turn red, and argue with people about him being number 1. If people put LeBron number 1 next year,
I'm fine with it.
he could be number 1.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with that because of what Kawhi didn't do. And KD hasn't played, so by default, I would have to put him or Durant, like Travis said, him or Durant would have to be 1 next year.
I'm able to appreciate LeBron a little more because I quit arguing with Bron fans. So yes, he could be the best player in the league starting next year, especially if they win the title.
What does a title mean for AD or LeBron this year, though?
Well, they not about to say they not about to like what I'm about to say, but can't lose this final if you're LeBron. You can't lose this final. You have to win. Like you have to win. There's no excuse. I don't care how good the Heat is, how tough they are. No excuse.
If he wins his finals, where does he go?
If he wins this
in your
finals,
rankings?
he
Does
will.
he
He
move
will
up in
stay.
your rankings?
The only
And
LeBron,
where's he ranked for you again? I'm
he's
sorry.
ranked number 4 for me. If somebody have him GOAT or number 2, 3, I'm fine with that. I won't argue really. I will argue GOAT, but I won't argue 2 and 3. But LeBron, if he wins this 4th one, he'll still be 4 for me. But if he wins next year, he will be the second best player of all time easily for me. Not easily, but he will be the second best player of all time. Not easily, I'm sorry. But yes, to me. And I know a lot of people won't like it because I have 2 sets of fan bases or people that I'm cooking on Twitter.
For me,
What we do for you?
I'm gonna answer the AD question. For
Oh,
me,
AD got a lot more to
for
do.
me, AD.
This one.
No, I'm talking about first legacy wise. For me, it doesn't do anything for AD legacy. He still wouldn't be better
It'll
than
help.
Karl Malone all time. He still wouldn't be better than some power forward like a Barkley and them that hasn't won
2
a
Finals
ring,
MVPs to get him top 5.
like he hasn't won a ring. But
He
I
over
will-
Barkley if he
one
get 2
thing I will
Finals
say,
MVP.
I hate when y'all out injured and just in the top anything. You two did the same thing with D Rose and he never came back.
What? Who did I
I'm
say
talking
was
about
no point
KD, you
injury
talking about-
rise?
you talking
I didn't
about
even say KD.
No, we talking about KD. I hate when y'all out injured.
So I know he lying with me because I ain't do that with D
It'll
Rose.
be nearly 2 years. since
You
he
my
played.
witness. Did I do that with D Rose? You remember you was mad at me.
KD ain't D Rose though. KD ain't had multiple injuries like back to back to back. He's had injuries, but not like back to back to back. And this wasn't Achilles, Jeremy. So stop it, Jerome. And I'm not even finna let you tear me off of what I was about to say. Okay, I'm not even going there with you today.
He
But
talking about
AD
you. He ain't talking about me.
AD, I'm talking about Jerome. AD,
No, I'm saying he talking to you, not me.
yeah, he is talking
D
to
Rose.
me.
I didn't
No, he's talking to me. AD, it won't move anywhere for me because, like I said, you didn't really do anything as a leader with the Pelicans besides go to the second round of the playoffs, which was okay, but you missed the playoffs 6 times out of 8, and you made it twice. With LeBron, I will say this. For me, he will stay at 7, but I can see him moving up to 5th if he wins this title. Just because I think that Shaq is 5th on my list, and what Shaq did at the end of his career at that age was kind of pathetic. And LeBron is still winning, and he still is arguably a top 3 player.
And Shaq admitted to team jumping.
So what I'm saying is, I would have to be able to see and put LeBron there at 5th. And Shaq has lost in finals, even though he went not 4-6 like LeBron. I would probably say LeBron could go in my top 5 finally if he wins this title. He would be in my top 5.
That's fair.
Finally.
See, I'm fine with that.
He would finally be in
I'm
my
actually
top
fine
5.
with
So
that. I'm
people
not
out
mad
here
at
this.
that.
He would finally move up to my top 5 winning this finals, but I will say this: he better not lose it. And to me, he better not let it go more than 5 games.
See, I don't. If it goes, if he win, I don't. If he win in 7, I don't care.
It better not go 7.
I don't. If it goes 7, so
He has a
what?
way
As
better
long
team
as
than my
you
Heat
win.
team, even though my Heat
See,
team
now
don't
I'm
fight,
nitpicking.
it
I
better
don't
not
agree
go
with
7.
that.
It better not go
If
7.
he wins, that's all that matters. But I'll say one more thing too, though.
It better not go
I'm
7.
fine with Rob when he got LeBron rating. I'm not even gonna lie. There's cases for other people, but for me, he's easily top 5. And then I do think if he get that 5th, he'd be number 2 for me. So
What
that's
about
me.
on the flip side? What about if Jimmy Butler ends up leading the Heat to this win? What would that do for Jimmy Butler?
That'll help him out a lot.
Would he be
That'll help
top
him
10
out.
next year?
I'll put him as a top 10 player if he win the title, especially if Finals MVP. He won't be top 5, but I'll put him as top 10 easily. Some people already think he's top 10.
He's close.
So I know some people say he's better. I was learning somebody who said he's better than Harden on Twitter.
Better than Harden.
Better than Harden.
That's
Because
tough.
Harden's never led a team to a
That's
finals or
sick.
nothing.
When
That's
they
a
played
little
each
tough.
other head to head, Harden embarrassed him.
No, I don't agree with that. But
Harden embarrassed
I will
him.
put Jimmy Butler as a top 10 player, and I will
James Harden's
And
anybody
I
got
will put him
something to
over.
say?
I will put him over Paul George if he can win the finals.
He's over Paul George right now.
I don't agree with that.
He's over Paul George.
Paul George better than him. If he wins the finals, I'll put him over Paul George.
Jimmy Butler would be in my top 10. He win the finals. He would be right there with Kyrie.
He's not in your top 10 now.
No, I got Jimmy Butler like 14. I don't like 14.
He better than Kyrie though.
No, he not. No, he not. Stop it. Please stop. Please stop.
Kyrie top 15.
Please stop. He's better than Paul George. You're right. He's not better than Klay Thompson even. Klay Thompson is like
Yeah.
13. But
No, but if he win the finals, I'm putting him over Clay.
he's over Klay.
I'm putting him over Clay.
But he wouldn't be the best shooting guard in the league, though.
No, James Harden's the best shooting guard, even if he wins the title. Yeah.
And he would be tied with Clay at best shooting guard. But the reason why I would have to put him higher,
So Clay a top 10 player to you?
No, Clay is like 12. Look,
But if Jimmy Butler win the title, you'll put
no,
him in.
but position. That I was just about to say, position rankings to me is different from rankings like overall because the reason why Jimmy Butler go ahead of Clay is because Jimmy Butler leads the team. He's the leader of the Heat.
Oh, see, I do my rankings and I do the position, but sometimes like the small forward to be over like the second shooting guard.
What I'm saying is, when I say better position, I'm just looking at you as a shooting guard. Clay is a
If
better
you're in the
shooting
same
guard.
position, if you got somebody rank somebody higher in the same
Well,
position, they got to be higher
No,
than
they
you.
don't because this is what I'm saying. Clay is a better shooting guard than Jimmy Butler to me. Like offensively, he's a better shooting guard. Defensively, it's about equal. Jimmy Butler got a little bit better D to me, but Jimmy Butler is the best player on the Heat, and that gets me the lead. Like I will say I was wrong about how you. Well, I'm not. I don't know if I was wrong, but what I'm saying is if I got Jimmy Butler, like you said, you said Klay Thompson, you feel like could lead a team without Curry. I feel like this Heat team probably could be a team that Klay could go to and be solid with. I really do feel that way. So I don't know if me saying that Jimmy Butler would be a better player than him overall because I would have Jimmy Butler as a better player. I would have Jimmy Butler as a better player because he leads a team and Klay as the second player of a team. And that's what I try to tell you with Scotty. I can't sit here and say that certain players, if you're a second-tier player, I can't say you're just better than somebody who's carrying a franchise, and then you're the second person to somebody who is carrying a franchise. Like how we talk about Scotty and Paul Pierce.
Scotty proved though he
Paul
can lead.
Pierce carried the Celtics when Pippen never carried the Bulls. And when Jordan
94.
left, he didn't carry the Bulls, Mike. That was a team thing.
It was a team, but he was the best player though. He was the best player on that
Okay, he
team.
was the best player.
He wasn't the most clutch
I'm not
player,
gonna
but he was the best
disrespectful. He was
player.
the best player. I mean, he was the best player with Kukoc took the last
Pandemic
shot.
P.
Kukoc took the last shot in the playoffs.
You don't have to be the best player to take the last shot. Kyrie. All right, let's not get started. But no, Pippen definitely led in '94. You tripping?
Please don't get me started. Please.
But no, Jimmy Butler, he'll be top 10 if they win the title. Even if they don't, he might get it. We'll see.
You know, Rod used to disrespect Klay Thompson. That's what Jeremy said. Yeah, I used to disrespect Klay because, like I said, he was only a scorer to me. James, you got our shooter. James, you got to read the topics off because I don't got every topic because I know we missing one. Oh yeah, Doc Rivers and the Clippers. What do you think about that?
Oh, Doc Rivers and the Clippers. Man, I'm not as mad as some people are. Like Stephen A. was mad as hell about that.
Yeah, I'm hot.
I don't know. He been there 7 years. His second 3-1 lead, he choked away. And I think Ballmer was like, you at least got to get the conference finals with this team. Like, come on. I don't know. I'm not mad that he got fired because it's like, hey, I don't know. Y'all really choked and I want to go a different direction. So I'm not mad at it that much. Of course, I will say this. I don't think he should have got fired, but I'm not mad at the fire is what I'm saying. I don't think he should have.
Jeremy, when I said that,
but
I would take Cousins.
But he was there 7 years, lost 2-3-1 leads. He never got to the conference finals, and he had good teams. So it's like, I'm not mad at it, but I don't agree he should have got fired.
What I'm saying is when we judge Doc Rivers, the only player I can say that you have a point with that would be Kawhi. Because Kawhi has won championships. Kawhi has been in conference finals without Doc Rivers.
Yeah, but he had elite players.
He just won one last year. I'm just saying, Kawhi just won one last year. So I'm saying, Kawhi would be, for everything you just said, Kawhi would be the only player that tasted that. But to sit here and say Doc never got to the conference finals, neither did Chris Paul. Without Doc. Before Doc. Never been to the conference finals.
But Doc was his coach.
Until James Harden carried him. But Doc won his coach early on in his career. Doc became his coach later on when he was with the Clippers. Not even right away with the Clippers. Blake Griffin never made the conference finals. So all these players
I'm not blaming him for that stuff.
What I'm saying is all the players were named and they never did anything, and they was always injured. Bring that up that Chris Paul would get injured in the playoffs. Blake Griffin would get injured.
He got injured twice, but he wasn't always injured because he was the coach when they lost to in 2013. He was the coach when they lost the 3-1 lead to the Rockets.
Yeah,
and then Chris Paul didn't get hurt.
Chris Paul didn't even play game one.
He didn't play game one, but he played the other.
I'm saying he was in and out of the lineup.
He didn't play game one.
What about Blake Griffin? Was he there that 4 years?
Yeah, he was there.
Well, okay, they choked that year.
They did have injuries in 16.
What I was about to say is sometimes.
He's been there 7 years?
Yeah, he came
there for a minute.
Yeah. He was in 7 years, yeah.
But
in 7 to 8 years. He came 12-13 season. Yeah, he was there for 8 years.
What I was about to say about this, too.
That is crazy, though.
what I was saying about this, too, is, that's another Gator right there, Perry. What I was saying about this is, with Doc Rivers, sometimes, though, we got to look at a team and put the onus on the players. And when you got veteran players like that, like a Chris Paul, like a Blake Griffin, like a Chris Paul, like a Blake Griffin. I'm talking about giving up the 3-1 leads. I'm just going after that point. Because Chris Paul, there's no way you should give up the 3-1 lead.
I blame the players more.
And this team, on this team, the reason I'm mad at the Clippers firing Doc Rivers,
Jeremy,
I feel like the Clippers are dumb is because the Clippers firing Doc Rivers is like, what other coach is going to do something better? This was on the players. This was on Kawhi Leonard not showing up. This was on Paul George not showing up. To me, there's nothing that coaching can do besides put those guys on the bench, and you got to win with those guys.
No, I don't. Yeah.
You got to win with those guys.
No.
And Ballmer.
You know my take on coaches like in the NBA. I don't blame Doc Rivers. I blame the players way more than Doc Rivers.
The only time I'm gonna have a problem with this Clippers fire if it comes out that Doc Rivers, because he was the president / GM or whatever in charge of basketball operations, the only time that I won't have a problem with this is if it was a mutually agreement for them to part ways. But if Ballmer just fire him, that's a problem to me because it's like
I don't think it's a problem.
Has to go on the players. It has to go on the players.
No. I blame the players mostly, but the only reason from his perspective, I agree with him. Like, I don't mind him firing her just because, like, hey, you have been here 7
Rivers
years.
Is a championship
you ain't been in
coach.
Conference Finals.
He's a championship coach.
So,
he's not that
so I understand where Ballmer's coming from, but I don't agree with the firing because, like I say, I put most of the blame on the players.
He's one of 3 or 4 championship coaches in the league right now. He's a championship coach.
One championship.
Do y'all feel like Ballmer and any of those guys talk to the players?
Ooh, that's a good question. Yeah.
Fire his championship.
No, that is a good question.
Because 7 to 8 years is a long leash for anybody else.
And he was president of basketball operations too.
It is, but okay, y'all said 7 to 8 years. I'm saying Greg Popovich's last title was in 2014. If he don't win another title in 2 to 3 years, does he deserve to be fired or should he keep his job?
I do think a lot of it had to do with choking with that 3-1 lead too, though. I do think.
Saying, what if Greg Popovich chokes away a 3-1 lead? We saw what he did. The mishaps of keeping Tim Duncan out of a game 6 of a closeout game. I'm just saying, this type of stuff adds up because everybody got blemishes on their record. And what I'm saying is sometimes when it goes against the player, when it's on the players, I don't feel like you can always just blame the coach.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Some people.
Ooh, Mike, that look like his patella tendon.
I know.
I don't feel like you could just blame the coach.
Hamstring. some people don't think. I've seen it, and some people said Doc Rivers not that good of a coach.
If he stayed, but not mad.
Not that good of a coach because that one championship, that's all he really got. A lot of people saying when he was with Orlando, they was terrible. A lot of people don't think they saying he's an overrated coach from that one
I'm saying,
championship.
look what he did with the 12 Boston Celtics, Mikey. That team was never.
They lost in Game 7.
And they went 7. Doc Rivers, to me, is a good coach.
Well, like I said, I don't think he should get fired either. I do agree with that. He shouldn't have got fired.
One more year with this team.
It is what it is. I'm not mad at it.
I think he should have.
I'm not mad at it.
I'm mad at it because I think he should have one more year with this team, and I think this one was because of the players.
I wouldn't have fired him. I wouldn't have fired him. I would have let him do it again. Get your second season in with him. But like I said, I'm not mad at Ballmer's.
I wouldn't have fired it, but I get it.
Yeah. That's what you basically saying too?
That's what I
get. Yeah, I get it. I understand. Because it ain't like he wasn't there for 1 year. He was there 8 years.
Like,
never been to conference
finals. True, but the problem is it's always money. You can't fire the players.
Yeah.
If they're under contract, unless you trade them all.
You can trade them,
it's like,
but
that's tough, right? I mean,
after you just gave it, they don't got a first.
Clippers don't get.
They're not going to trade, even though Paul George is most of the reason.
Well, it wasn't just Paul George. Montrezl Harrell only averaged 11 points.
Yeah.
Wait, go down, Joe or James, because I see blasphemy from Julian. He said that
he's overrated. He's not overrated. I don't think Spoelstra would have took that Clippers team to the finals. Spoelstra's a better coach than people think.
Yeah, facts.
But no, he's not overrated. I don't agree with people. He's not overrated.
Dang, the White Sox is out.
White Sox lost?
Yep. 6-4. The A's came back. Because that's what we're going on to now, y'all. We talking about playoff baseball here. Okay? Playoff baseball.
Oh, I know Joe happy.
What?
No, I'm talking about baseball.
We're talking about playoff baseball.
Talking about it.
I'm not
Mike.
happy.
Yeah.
You want to fight or something?
No, what's his name lost? My bad.
Mike, who the favorites to you
You
in these playoffs?
Man.
Yankees won 10-9 yesterday, Joe. 10-9.
What did you say?
Yankees won yesterday, 10-9.
You said your Yankees?
No, I said Yankees.
Oh, they swept them too? I'm going to go.
Yankees scored 22
I'm
runs
not
in 2 games.
as high on baseball as you and Joe, but from what I look at and stuff, I'm going to be, there's probably a casual answer, but I'm going to go with the Dodgers. I think they finally going to do it. I'm going to go with the Dodgers for my favorite.
That's not a bad pick. They got everything.
Yeah, but I think that's a casual pick because I couldn't tell you why. I don't know how good they pitching or hitting is.
The reason is they got no weaknesses. They have 0 weaknesses.
What Joe just said. They literally have no weaknesses.
It's the best team.
Yeah, they got the best team.
But you know, sometimes in baseball, things can change.
They got the best team. My Cubs are struggling right now. The Marlins got one more win versus us. They postponed today, which I'm happy about.
Is it 1-1?
No, it's 1-0. They beat us 5-1 the first game, but it got postponed today. The Cardinals is up 4-2, and Cardinals lead the Padres 1-0.
Who's your pick?
My pick, you already know I'm a homer.
You got to motivate players.
I'm Cub Nation. I mean, we would have to play the Dodgers in the NL, and I feel like the only way we're beating the Dodgers, and I will say this unbiasedly, the only way we would beat the Dodgers is if our bats is clicking. If our bats aren't clicking, we have no shot to beat the Dodgers. What I mean by that, Rizzo, Schwarber, Baez, Contreras, they all got to be hitting. Like, they all got to be hitting consistently out of a 7-game series. Otherwise, yeah, that'll be quick work because the Dodgers just got everything.
Focus on the Marlins, please.
The AL Central just got whooped in the playoffs.
Yeah, the White Sox is done. The Twins.
I'm not laughing. I'm just dead.
The Twins. Look, the one
White
thing
Sox
I will
didn't
say.
get whooped.
They won. White Sox lost 2-1. Yeah, they lost 2-1. The one thing I will say about this, I did not know the Twins was 0-18 in playoffs in the last 18 games. I did not know that. Julian said overrated. Dodgers, Julian, is overrated. One team I'm telling people to worry about, though, is the Yankees. Like, seriously, 22 runs in 2 games.
The Yankees
and
Cole.
And then Garrett Cole had 13 strikeouts in their first game. Like, they won 12-3, then they won 10-9, 22 runs in 2 games.
Yankees ain't won since 09.
This is what they do. They go cruise control during the season to make you act like they sleep, and then they come and they hit you with the thunder.
Yankees got 2 World Series in the last 20 years.
That's what they've done.
What, the last few years?
In the last 20 years, they got 2 World Series, the Yankees.
I mean,
they have a certain swagger to them.
But the Yankees kind of like the pictures where you just got to
crazy.
go through them, though, to get there. You literally have to go through them.
The Yankees are like the Lakers, the Celtics of baseball. Combined Lakers and Celtics.
For real? Even if they not winning, because Lakers and Celtics are going on droughts and not winning.
They have 26 World Series, and the next is St. Louis at 9.
And they only got 2 in the last 20 years.
St. Louis low-key winning.
And the Yankees only got 2 in the last 20 years. And they still got the most. That means they must have won a lot in the 70s, 80s, 90s, and stuff.
The Yankees always been.
I know they 3-peat.
Derek Jeter was a renaissance for them for a while, but Yeah, I mean Lou Gehrig era. So yeah, no, it's kind of like it's been an old.
Lakers.
They still have they are the standard. They got
Lakers
all
are tied.
Babe Ruth, Mickey Mantle, Lou Gehrig. You know, they got all the names. They got
Lakers are tied themselves if they win at 17 apiece.
Mhm.
And they think they're cool because they all shave. Like you can't have beards in the team.
Oh yeah, with the Yankees, Joe. I didn't know that till last year. Joe told me that like you cannot have a beard if you play for the Yankees.
For real?
Everybody. that
Remember
plays for the
Johnny
Yankees-
Damon? He looked like Jesus.
Oh,
With the
he
Red
did get rid
Sox,
of
he
his
went to the
beard.
Yankees.
Right,
He's
because he
clean.
went bald and stuff. Yeah.
Everyone. Garrett Cole had a beard last
Basketball
year.
is definitely 90% that.
Managing egos.
Managing
Oh,
egos.
coach.
Yeah, yeah.
2011, he lost.
Yeah, especially in the NBA.
So yeah, for baseball, I don't know. I mean, I think we geared to a Yankees Dodgers World Series, but to be a homer, I'm gonna throw my Cubs in there.
He's
And then
just
I'm
some
also
light skins in the
I'm
fat.
also gonna say don't sleep on
He
the
ain't fat no more, Jeremy.
don't sleep on the A's. Don't sleep on the A's.
The A's.
They
Jokic
were
skinny
sneakily
now.
good. They were sneakingly good, so don't sneak on the A's. But I think the Yankees is theirs to lose in the AL. And Joe told me about Tampa Bay. They the number 1 seed, and I didn't even know about Tampa Bay, but they offense is something crazy too.
How your
The
the defending champion Red Sox? They
They
not in.
didn't even make the playoffs. Red Sox had a down year. Chris Sale, my guy Chris Sale was getting smacked.
They're not the defending champions, dude. That was
Yeah,
2
they
years
wasn't.
ago.
Yeah,
Mike.
last year Houston won.
Mike will get better at baseball
My ball.
knowledge.
Boston
Who
did
won
win.
last
They
year?
won 2 years ago. Houston.
Try again.
Houston.
Nope.
You was wrong. It
No,
was
Nationals.
Nationals.
beat Houston
Nationals.
at 7.
Yeah,
I'm tweaking.
Nationals.
Yeah,
beat
Nationals
Houston.
beat Houston at 7. I'm tweaking.
You did not come here for your baseball information, people.
18. 16 the Cubs won. Who won? 16 the Cubs won. Who won 17?
17. The Dodgers lost to.
Astro.
Yeah,
Okay. And
yeah, because that's the trash can year.
Yep, and Red Sox won 18. 19 was the Nationals. Yep, I knew the Nationals won actually. I knew that.
One title with
But
the first
we
team.
got our baseball talk here.
Yeah. Anything else, people? We are saving time.
Oh, we saving time for this.
today.
Yeah, we might need it.
Joe, is something we can talk about?
Well, no, it's funny if you guys really knew baseball. The Dodgers, you talk about a team that needs to win. There's never been a team that
I would say.
needs to win.
Would you
more
say
than
that
this year.
Clint Kershaw?
They've been supposed to win the last 4 years.
Would you say this
basically.
that Clint Kershaw is the Peyton Manning of
Oh yeah,
baseball? Happened to
Yeah,
get
people
there.
say
I'm not
he
even
choked.
done.
Max Kevin said he a choker.
a little bit, but he's outside his moments. It's not always been him.
and
No.
his team wasn't all
Clay,
base
that's
came
the only reason why I want the Dodgers to win, to be honest, because I really do like
He said,
Kershaw.
I'm
Kershaw
about
deserves
Cubs
it.
up.
Ah, they-
And Julian,
Yeah,
the big
Julian-
Cubs fan. He a
yeah,
big
no.
Cubs fan.
Oh, for real?
Oh yeah, Mike,
Yeah.
he huge Cubs and Eagles. He be going to Cubs games at Wrigley.
Cubs don't
my
have.
guy.
Cubs
The,
must
I don't
have
think. I don't
lost.
think the Cubs have the depth at pitching. That's the problem with them.
Yeah.
And our offense not consistent enough to keep up. Yeah, that's a homer pick.
They must have just lost or something.
No, we lost.
10-10, let's go. I need the.
We lost. We didn't play today. It was postponed because it rained in Chicago. It rained, so they didn't play today.
I guess. I mean, as casual baseball fans, I'll ask you this: the new format for playoffs,
I think it should stick.
So
Change the best of 3 to best of 5 though,
so the first round's best of 5.
and everything else best of 7.
Okay, I think
If we have a normal season.
you have to at least. If you're gonna have 162 games, you at least have to give the first seed a bye. And I almost think you should give the second seed almost 2.
So like NFL, in a way, where you got 6 games and then or 6 teams, so 3 first round games, and those first two teams get a bye,
Yeah,
and then you play best of 5.
I'd be
with 6
fine.
games.
I think that would be better. And added a little,
So
a
you-
little bit more, but
But
Also,
well,
at the same
you
time-
know baseball more than we do. So why
I
would
think-
you feel like the first and second team need a bye? Because that's interesting. I
Well,
like it, but that's interesting to me.
because you have 162 games. That's the beauty of baseball, and that's why this regular season matters more than other sports. Because before the wild card playing game, it was 4 teams in each side. 4 teams, 1 wild card, and you had to win your dang division.
that's
No
true.
ifs, ands, or buts. You played every team in your division like almost 20-something times.
Yeah,
There's no skirt in the regular season. You can't get played. You have to just win.
yeah. No,
And it's like if you would have to shorten the season to me if you're going to make the playoffs like that.
I feel
Or else it's just like no one,
don't
like
play as many
160 some
games in
games.
the first round. You said have three games for each league. in
Or
those first
if
two
you're going to
teams.
do that, it is exciting. It is cool. But it also is frustrating in a way.
Or do
Yeah,
it
it's
best-
like if you're going to have 160 games, what did they all play for if at the end of the day...
Money.
Well, yeah, of course. But at the end of the day, where's your advantage in the playoffs?
Oh, I get what you're saying. Because
yeah.
the
No,
one,
I get what you're
I get
saying.
what you're saying. Because back then,
Like the Astros had a losing record, and they're 19-21. I mean, or whatever it may be.
29-31.
Yeah. 29-31.
60 games.
So did the Cardinals. Cardinals had. Remember, I told you 4 teams from our division had to lose a record, but only the Cubs had to win a record in our division. Well, the Reds was 500. The Reds
No,
finished.
I
at
think
500.
they ended up 500. Yeah,
The Brewers was under 500 and the Cardinals, but the Cardinals about to sweep the Padres,
well,
who was the number 2 overall record in the
Because
NL.
that's the thing about it. Winning one baseball game is nothing, in a way. It's like you have, especially a best of 3 series, because literally all you need then is 2 really good performances from your starting pitchers. You need 2 starting pitchers then.
Yeah.
I mean, the reason why there's a series is because you have a 5-game series or a 7-game series. You got to go through your starters. You got to go through your pitchers. At the end of the day, like that's where I was like, dang, if the Nationals were to get in, they could have easily gotten through, even though they had a bad record, because they would have Strasburg
Nationals had a bad season?
and
Scherzer.
yeah,
No, but what
Scherzer.
Joe said is with the 2 games, you could just put Strasburg and Scherzer at your 2.
I mean, and that's not
Yeah,
even
teams
about.
can't
I'm
really help
telling you,
them.
it's not even about the Twins, because the Twins just ended up losing. They didn't get their bats going. You can't score.
They lost 2-1.
They scored 1 run in each game. You know, but at the end of the day, it's crazy because baseball is so nuts in that way. Because if you look, that games that they scored, Astros' first run was a seeing eye single, which is like just a little dinky grounder.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
It through the shift. It just went through the right spot.
Yeah.
He actually hit it bad, and it wasn't happening. And then there's another play, another time, the Twins had 2 guys on. Bregman's the only guy on the left side of the field, screaming line drive right to him, and he's out. So it's just baseball's a trip, man.
Yeah.
It really is. You know, you could lose that close, and that's why playing baseball is so much fun, and why this bracket's really cool. But it's just like, dang, you gotta choose between having this super long regular season and having this bracket, or at least kind of make it. Yeah, it'd be cool. At least the first seed has to get a bye to me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I like that because, we educated some of our fans about baseball. Maybe get some new people watching. Because, like I said, I do like the 18 format. Maybe switch it up from less to 162 games. But like you said, it is just exciting. The turnaround the next day is like,
Because it's just like
3.
baseball.
Anticipation.
Baseball's one of those games where it should be a long season because you can play every day.
Yeah.
It's not football. It's not football. It's not even basketball. Like basketball and hockey, you can play a lot, but even baseball, like as athletic as a sport it is, and that's people don't really get it because they think it's boring because it goes so slow. But the plays and athleticism there is unreal. But at the end of the day, you are chilling a lot of the time in the game. It's all skill and it's all a chess match. It's throwing, pitching, pitcher versus hitting it's a one-on-one matchup in a way.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, I feel that. So, yeah, we're going to keep monitoring these playoffs as we move from this wild card round to division round is next. And then, yeah, y'all, for those of y'all who was with the sports section, stay with us because we going to the real talk section. Y'all ain't going to want to miss these topics because we got some good ones coming up. James, hit it. Oh, he already hit it. But hit it. I'm about to make a
I'm gonna
status.
actually try something right now. I'm gonna refresh.
And I'm about to make a status and say it's the real talk section.
All I'm gonna
I'm
do
about
is,
to start tagging some of the ladies and stuff.
We
So
are.
I see a few Duluth people. I was like, dang, I forgot all the Duluth people. I'm like, holy crap, I have so many friends on Facebook.
Yeah.
I need to make a whole, it's unreal how many people that know Rod too, and just get him in.
We here. I think it's still live.
Hey, James, redo that. Replay that. I just made the status. We're going to give people a few seconds to get in here. Respin that roller skate funk, man. Shout out to my man, Michael Malloy, roller skate, a.k.a. roller skate funk. Carolina, a.k.a. Carolina Mike. Shout out to roller skate funk, the song. That's the name of the beat.
Shout out.
Song, man. It's nice.
Carolina
It's
Mike.
nice.
For real.
Check out some of my man events. We be sharing them on our pages. If you down to skate, check out Artists in Fitness, James Vincente, Mr. Skateologist of Minneapolis. He hooping skates. You know what I'm saying? He do it all in skates. So if y'all down for some of them events, check them out too, man. We out here. We lit. Y'all know what it is. Every Thursday, brothers coming at you. Brothers just trying to make a difference. EP 27. We out here. Let's go. Real talk. We're going to give some of our viewers a chance to get up in here. I'm going to give y'all an update on my Broncos. It's 10-10, 4 minutes left in the second quarter. We got the ball driving. Just got a holding call, so I don't like that very much. But yeah, that's what's going on right now with Thursday Night Football. The White Sox lost today. The Cardinals is up 4-2 for all of our people that's in here that wasn't watching at first. We good?
Yeah.
Okay. And then now we back here for the real talk section. So we appreciate all y'all that was with us at the first part and that stayed with us for the second part, and we appreciate y'all that's here for the second part. Because yeah, we got some good topics going, I feel like today. From we all know we do relationships, with communication, with politics, we got it all today. Reality TV or whatever you want to call it, fun topics. But Mike, before we get into the real talk section, I want to tell the people, what are you listening to these days, music wise? Let the people know something about that.
Music wise, man, I listen to albums. I listen to albums. So right now, I'm doing I'm listening to the Game album, the documentary. I'm doing a top 10 albums thing. So I'm listening to each album, getting some stuff. So
I might have to do it. We might have to do that for a show because we got some music fans that's been coming to us.
Yeah.
Because I'm different than Mike, y'all. See, I've listened to albums that are really, really bang. So, like, Dirty Sprite 2 is an album that I really, really know.
I like that album.
You know, it's a few albums that I know, but I'm more of a song person. So, like, I might like an artist if he had, like, 10 good songs. And I don't know what albums they own. So, I'm not an album person. But now...
I listen to people's albums. What you listen to, though?
I listen to some music. Oh, yes, first down. Cuzzo just made a catch. Right now, I'm listening to some... God, I forget his name. God, I'm bad at this. This is what I'm saying. I'm really bad at this. Y'all, hold on. I'm about to go to my YouTube because I literally just looked him up. My cousin just put me on him.
Man, ain't nobody who dropping them wrong, y'all. Man, album's been dead lately.
Yeah, I'm not good. Babyface Ray. Babyface Ray, this rapper, I've been bumping him lately. You know me, I've been bumping Gucci still. I've been bumping some old stuff. Joe actually been putting me on. We bumping Big Sean. You know, a lot of
Big Sean was nice.
A lot of vintage stuff for me, man. I listen to a lot of old
you like
stuff.
That Big Sean?
Big Sean. Big Sean is always weird because Big Sean be having good music. Like, he be having good music, and he be cold to me, but then sometimes I'll be looking like, is Big Sean really cold? Like, his delivery it's smooth. It's different. It's smooth. You know, it's real different.
I'm waiting on that Kendrick and Cole, man.
I like that. I think the connection is bad. Keep stopping. That's what Ashley said.
Yeah, I think it is too.
She said it keeps stopping. This week, it keeps stopping. Well, stick with us, Ashley. We're going to get that taken care of. We're going to get it fixed. So keep sticking with us. Keep sticking with us. But yeah, that's what I'm basically bumping in the music. I kind of bump a variety of everything. I'm all over the place. I'm more into like.
I'm a big album pro. I just put on somebody's album list too. But yeah, right now I'm on the Game documentary.
What about TV? Is it anything that you watching the TV?
Let's reload it quick. It's not working on
mine. We're going to cut it off real quick. We're going to reload and get our connection going. Like we said, we appreciate y'all through all this technical difficulties. So stay with us.
I think it was with the reload.
Stay with us.
Not saying that.
Definitely bad connection tonight is what Missy said.
All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just end this video and start a new one.
Yo.
Bang bang.
Yeah, because no one was saying that during the sports one. So yeah.
So yeah.
Some with the reload maybe or something.
Well, what I was trying to do is get them so I could see them on the screen again.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I mean,
I was just worth a shot.
I don't know shit about electronics. I'm never. Everything's worth a shot.
So now we know that when that happens, just like
D'Angelo just texted too. He said, "When I join, the video stops."
All right, so we're just gonna go completely. I'm gonna just say that again.
Yo.
We looking good so far?
Yeah. I got everything.
Okay.
Did you get the notification, boy? Oh, yep.
Yep.
There we go.
Yeah.
We good this time.
Let's get it back. We good.
Yo. What's up? We back, y'all. Third time's the charm. Got that connection working. We got it going. We appreciate y'all sticking with us, being with us. Welcome to Brotherly Differences Part 2, the Real Talk section. We talked about sports earlier. Now you know we with everything real. So we about to get into it, from relationships to social topics to politics to it all. This is what we get real, raw, uncut, and censored. You know what I'm saying? Uncensored, You feel me? We don't sugarcoat nothing around here. We would love y'all to chime in to the topics, to the discussion.
Definitely want y'all to chime in, for real. And
we want y'all to be in tune. So we're gonna get started here. We was talking about what we listening to. Mike said he listening to albums. He listening to the Game album right now, to be exact. And to go over what I said I listen to a variety of everything. I'm kind of listening to some old school stuff, some new age Babyface Ray, Raw Naldi. You already know. Hey, it's funny that you say that because a month ago I actually was bumping me some Scheme. I go Bozo on the mic. Man, I was bumping that on YouTube, to be honest, like a month ago. I swear, when I went on that road trip and moved, I was bumping that on the plane, on me. You know me, I bump a lot of old stuff, so like I told him, I was bumping some old music too. But new rappers, Babyface Ray, that new Big Sean, just to recap what we was talking about. And we're going to come out with an episode, y'all, too. We're going to probably put it between the Real Talk section, or maybe cancel out the sports section one episode, or the Real Talk section, and we're going to talk about music. I just got to get well versed on more albums, because there's only a few albums that I've listened to that I really studied and really like. Otherwise, I'm more of a song type person. You know, I'm more of like, I like this song by this artist, or I like this collection of their music, you know.
What's the topic? We just
we
freelancing kind of.
We just talking right now, Nate. We just talking that, you know, good stuff right now.
About music and stuff.
But we'll jump into it here. I'll start with the last topic first.
I can try to put the topics back.
What's the topics? I'll start with the last topic first. Or Nate, just be intrigued, my man. But join the debate.
They're down there if you look. Scroll down.
Cushion
Orange Juice. Hey D, I bang that every morning, and you already know. Cushion Orange Juice. They need to put more respect on Wiz name. From Mesmerize to Wake and Bake. Oh my God. To what is that? Cushion Orange Juice. Up. You know, Up is my jam. Man, Glass House. Man, yeah, that whole album, that's my album too. D already know Cushion Orange Juice, that's my album on me. That Wake and Bake, yeah. But Brown Sugar is one of the best albums ever. D'Angelo, Brown Sugar. I'm rolling. D said I'm rolling because he already know. D, you know, they don't think I'm good at music, D, but I told him when I listen to my stuff, I listen to my stuff. Ashley said that D'Angelo, Brown Sugar is one of the best albums ever. Okay, I got to check that out there because I remember I want some of your brown sugar.
Yeah, that's the song I know. I ain't never listened to that album.
I got to bump that.
I listen to rap albums. I need to start getting on my R&B album.
I be listening to some R&B soon as I get home, girl. I'ma make this love to you, baby. Oh, my bad. That's that Trey Songz, though. Y'all don't know about that right there. That's
what about the rock scene, guys?
What about who? Oh, my bad. That was that Trey Songz. D, she gonna kill you for spelling her name like that. No, I'm just playing. But Mike, let's stay with the media. Let's stay with the media, the mass media type topics. I had a fun question on here before we get into the real stuff. What TV personality do you feel like you would be based on the way your life is? Like, based on where your life is. What TV personality do you feel like you would be?
Yeah, that's ooh. Let's see, man.
In high school, I knew you thought you was the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, you know, the Fresh Prince of South Minneapolis.
I tried to be like him, but now, man.
Get smart guy.
Yeah, man, that's tough. That's tough. That's tough. You go ahead. Let's see what's yours. Yours be Martin.
Yeah, you already know Roger Martin.
Martin.
I'm Martin. That's mine for real. You know what I'm saying?
Rod is Martin.
The Bachelor with no kids, young, single. You know, probably.
Martin was single.
I'm saying possibly Martin was single, but he was single when we came to show he had Gina, but you can tell that was new. That was new.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
Martin was about.
Right though. Martin.
The only thing about Rod is Kevin Hart. The only thing about Martin is
I used to look like Kevin Hart.
I won't throw y'all out my house. I wouldn't throw y'all out like Martin.
I don't know if you get mad.
If y'all talking about LeBron in my house, I might.
Oh God, let's not. We done with sports.
I might throw you out. So I might, but yeah, I do feel like I'm like Mark in high school. Mike,
I did think I was the first Prince.
Remember I said you had that swagger.
I used to watch that show all the time.
But now Mike, me, my wife, and kids. No, I'm just hey, David Ware's funny in that show. He be cracking up. As she said, lies. Kmart, I swear. But yeah, man, I feel like I would be Martin because the way I be gunning people, especially I feel bad what I be doing to my roommate. Just
and he used to gun Tommy though.
I'm the Kmart K-Hart. That's what I said.
Yeah,
I see.
Kmart K-Hart. I see Joe he tried to come at me, but you know, I be frying people. Like I really feel bad for how I be frying. I be feeling. That's why I be tired from.
Like Andre. Ray, you know who you gonna say I was?
Yeah.
Ray, you know who you gonna say I was? The father from Everybody Hates Chris. Murray
Oh,
said I was for
yeah,
everybody.
she
Yeah.
called you chick. Man, I remember.
Murray said I was
Man,
like,
I remember one episode he ordered a
he
meal.
was OC.
He ordered a
Yeah.
meal, told Chris he get the drink, told the brother he get the fries, and the sister got the burger. He ordered one meal. I was serious.
No, hey, he
That
was
nigga ordered
funny.
one meal
No,
and split it up, but then
He
split
said
every
he
part of the
drink,
meal. And Chris got the drink, and like it was the beginning. You know how when they begin the show and they be like, everybody hates Chris. Like he got the drink, the sister got like the burger, and the brother got the fry. He got the drink, and Chris was just sitting there looking like.
Rob, we've never gotten the roasted cup.
Hello.
Yeah,
Nate, you already know. Nate, you already know because you was the guy at the lunch table. But Nate, you remember at the lunch table, people used to be. Nate, no, me and Nate had beat lunch together, junior dude. Nate was me and Nate we used to be gunning people. Like people would really get low key mad at me. Nate, you remember me and Hurricane? Oh my God, me and this dude named Hurricane got into a battle.
He too frugal.
It was bad.
Yeah.
I got on this man, so this man breath so bad, it was horrible. Like people used to want to fight me. I had to retire because I'm like, man, you know, I can't do that to y'all. Y'all my peoples. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. Take that Broncos jersey off. Boy, watch your mouth, you Lions fan. But we ain't talking sports no more.
No, chill out.
All right. But yeah, I feel like I'll be Mike. They bought
Take
a few.
that Broncos jersey
They bought
off.
a few different topics in here for you. But that's funny though.
Yeah.
Or I feel like I'll be Derwin Davis.
Derwin.
Like the neighbor and sister.
No, you want Malik.
Roger.
Yeah.
That was when we was little. Go home, Roger.
Go on.
Yeah.
Actually, some girls in high
That's
school
why
used to
I'm
tell me
watching
that.
that
Diamond Richardson and them used to tell me that all
I'm
the
watching
time. They
that
used to
show
be like,
right now.
They used to be like, go home, Roger. Diamond and them used to tell me that all the time.
Okay, that is Rod.
Remember Rolled Up a Blood? That's right. That's. Oh my God, Nate. Nate, that was our guy. He like a professional boxer. Now, oh my God. Nate had, that was in Mike. This was in chemistry class. Nate had me screaming so bad. Like this one dude that everybody in the school was like thought that like cause he a boxer, like he a professional boxer now, but at the time he had just started boxing. So everybody thought that this dude like just had hands, and Nate came from Johnson. Dude, Nate was the funniest. So we was in chemistry. It was me, Nate, Manani, and it was just some other people. So we all around, we doing the lab. And our guy come in there, because we was juniors and he was a senior, but he was in our chemistry class. So he come in there, he was like, man, I'm super tired, bro. I'm like sleepy as hell. And we're like, what you do for your 18? He was like, bro, I went out last night. I ended up getting to a club with my uncles and stuff. He was like, bro, and they got me some drinks and stuff. And then he was like, we got bro, he was like, we got super, super lifted. Like, we got super hot. I'm like, dang, bro, I didn't even know you smoke. I mean, I'm dropping. I'm saying, dang, bro, I didn't even know you smoke. And he was like, bro, I'm telling you, we rolled up the blunt as tight. He was like, we rolled up the bleezy as tight as homeboy pants, dude. And my God, and Nate,
Yeah.
you know, Nate from the city. So Nate was looking like.
Yeah.
Nate instantly like got mad because it was early in the morning. Like he was just saying this, like trying to like come on to us, like, hey, I'm this cool dude. This what happened to me, like high school.
He said
He was like, so I rolled up the bleezy. He was like, we rolled up the bleezy as tight as homeboy pants. And then Nate was looking like Nate just got instantly mad. I was like, what the fuck is? He was like, what the fuck is a bleezy? Like this nigga's lame as fuck. Like, what the fuck, dude? And I was screaming so hard in chemistry class, like during the lab, because it was just the funniest thing how he said it, because he wasn't that type of dude. And then he pointed to a dude who had on like some like an emo dude who had on like some tight pants. Dude, me and Nate was screaming. That's why he brought that up. He said, I brought up the blood tight as homeboy pants. Nate a fool, because I definitely remember that, man. That was funny. Good times though. Yeah, he did. He said it like 5 times. He did though, because like I said, he was trying to be cool. He like wanted us to hear what he. Nate was so mad. Nate was so mad. I was dead. Nate, you was so funny in high school, man. Nate was a fool, man, for real. But let's get into the real talk section, y'all. I just wanted to give y'all a little icebreaker before we break the ice. Did that make sense? I might have had too much wine.
He getting a little slap, no?
All right, we gonna start off with something deep. Shout out to our cousin in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. That was a pig. Oh, it was a pig. Okay, shout out to our cousin in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. I'm gonna stay with y'all. Shout out to our cousin in Hattiesburg, Mississippi for the question, because this is a deep question, fellas and ladies and gents. Black men protecting black women. Do you really think that that's a phenomenon, like a thing that doesn't happen? Black men protecting black women. Or do you think that that is something that's further perpetuated by the media to further separate the black community? I did that.
I definitely think it's some media because you definitely have situations where a lot of black men do protect black women.
Mm-hmm.
And you see situations where some black men don't protect black women, but some people see one situation of it and think that's how it is. And I don't like when people do that because there's situations when there's many situations where black men protect black women, but you'll see one situation where it's not. And then I don't know, like you said, I think the media does instigate it a little bit, but you can't blame that because I think that's our fault more than anything.
Well, this is the thing. What do you think of protect when you hear black men don't protect black women? What do you think?
It can mean non-violence or violence. What I mean by she said no, it's not false. That's a good question. What I mean by protecting, I guess in some situations like the Terry Crews and Gabrielle Union, like he didn't take up for it. Some people think it's like that. You're not protecting her. You didn't take up for it when she brought up the race relations stuff, with America's Got Talent that he didn't take up for. He said he's never seen anything racist and never happened and stuff like that. He based it in back her. So that's what I think what protecting is without the non-violent.
Now, to the opposite side, do you think that some women say black men don't protect them when they don't agree with them?
Yeah, I think so.
Is that right of them to do that?
No, when you don't agree with somebody, I don't think you should. Yeah, you should do that. Some people will say that if you don't agree with them, they'll think you're not protecting them, not taking up for her or putting her down. So yeah, you will see some where you see some black men putting down black women and stuff.
I said when I was ready to be cool. As he turned up. Hey, I don't got enough information on the Terry Crews and Gabrielle situation.
Crews, yeah.
But I would have to read up on that. But yeah, I heard that he was really cooning. So like I heard that there was some stuff that Gabrielle said that was blatant in front of him, and then he just said it didn't happen to me type of deal. Yeah. So to me that is cooning. Don't always stick up for black women. And that's where I was getting at with Ashley. I'm not on the Gabby and Cruz thing. I need more info. The one thing I would say is this.
Google that, Terry.
This is what I would say about this with the black men protecting black women. The question that was posed to us, and I phrased it to someone like a black woman like this. I feel like in the black community in general, there's no protection in the black community. There's
good question, Julian.
There's no protection in the black community in general. So it's tough for us to protect our black women when black men are in jail, incarcerated at the highest percentages, when we're being killed in the streets. You know what I'm saying? When we don't have a platform or a voice to stand on, when we live in, I won't say paycheck to paycheck, but in that type of terms. We're living on our edges, on our heels, on our feet. We have no foundation to stand on. So it's tougher to protect and provide for anybody else when we have to watch our backs. That's my first point to protecting black women. The second thing I would say is this. I feel like black women don't protect black women. And what I mean by that is black men protect black women. Some black men do and some don't. But what I was saying about, like, for instance, we're going to talk about this bum, Tory Lanez. I've been seeing a lot of women, black, okay, because I don't think a lot of white women feel comfortable speaking on this, but I've been seeing a lot of black women say Tory Lanez is really speaking his truth. That album fire as hell. I don't care what happened. That album fire as hell. And to me, that's not protecting black women. Like, there's literally on Twitter, it was a tweet that said this album, a female tweet, this album fire as hell. He's speaking his truth, and he got 5.2K retweets. And I'm pretty sure those all wasn't men.
That album is fire, though. It really is, though.
Well, that's a different thing to me because he's a
excuse my
French, he's a bitch ass nigga. If he really did what happened, and I'm not even questioning it because, like they always say, it's three sides to a story. But from what she said, I believe, man, because that's bae, and I believe her. He's a hoe. Tory Lanez is a hoe. Anytime you...
Who do you believe, though?
I believe her, Mike. Why was she famous? She rich, too. Why would she come out and lie about this dude that he shot her? Why would she lie about that? And if she is lying, she lying. But right now, until the facts show me that she's not lying, I believe her. Because she has nothing to gain or lose from this. And he a lame that she walked away from him and you pulled out a gun and shot her. If that was my sister, I'd try to kill Buddy. I'm sorry for saying that on here, y'all, but that's what I would try to do because he a lame. Like, you
No, I agree to that album is fire,
you could have killed her. That album made fire. He a lame. You could have came out, if you really didn't do it, why you putting in the album 2-3 months later? You could have came out as a man and held your two and spoke that. I think it's worse now because people quick to record something with their before stepping to protect someone. That's what I'm saying. He recorded music, and you could have came out and spoke for yourself. You was out here hiding behind stuff, and now you want to hide behind your music and talk about it.
But look how they praise her.
And that's what and Najee, that's my point that I'm bringing up. White men always protect white women. So, Julian, that's not true, actually. I don't really agree with that. But Tory Lanez is a hoe, right? He never denied it. he just danced around the issue with that whack ass album. And look, I'm not when you get on Tory Lanez, I never really listened to him, but I really never heard anybody say Tory Lanez album or multiple songs was fire. Now all of a sudden he shoots her. So, and they saying stuff is fire. So I do agree with some black women when they feel they're not protected because, like, look at Keke Palmer. When she said Trey Songz did all this, nobody believed her until some white women and other women came out that has been in the industry and said, oh, he's done this type of stuff to me too. But that goes back to my point and what I was finishing up and saying that some black women are at fault too, because what I'm saying is some black women are at fault because there's some black women that love Trey Songz, just like Najee pointed out, there's some black women that love R. Kelly that wasn't speaking up for those black women either. You get what I'm saying? So you can't call us not being protective. You can't say we wasn't being protective when you have a lot of women that's speaking up for these men because they're icons or they're sex symbols or they like them or they're fans of them, regardless of what's right versus what's wrong. And I think that's why women say we don't protect them because like Ashley brought up, she said, Random said sticking up for us. But it's like sometimes other women don't stick up for y'all if they like something more than they like the other black woman. And I just feel like it's not about stop lying, Ryan. You heard
this situation is tough for me because, like I said,
Terry, you probably said that. I didn't, Terry. I'm saying a lot of people in my circle didn't say that. So you probably right, Terry, because you know music. You do listen to a lot of music, but I'm saying a lot of people usually in my everyday circle.
Listen to album. No, that's why I said I don't know who to believe. I listened to the album. That album was fire. But like I said, I don't know though. Don't get me wrong. I believe when they first happened. I did believe, man. I ain't lie, but. Man, we'll see when it comes out because he said he didn't do it and stuff, so you never know. Don't nobody know 100%. But I did believe Meg too, but man, saying, you never know. For real.
You don't never know, but all I'm saying is, why do you think she would do such a thing?
What does it have to do with black men are doing, as she said?
Well, because actually we bringing up how in the media right now, people aren't protecting. It's not, she said, why y'all worried about what the black women are doing?
The question was black
to
men.
other black women. We are not talking about black women sticking up for black women. The question was black men. What I'm saying is, this is what I'm saying, y'all. The topic is about black men. But it is about black men sticking up for black women. But what I'm trying to tell y'all is that when we see other black women not stick up for each other, sometimes it makes it easier for the man not to do it. Like if another woman questions another woman, it makes it easier for the man in that situation saying, well, maybe she is lying. Maybe you is telling the truth. That's what I'm saying. That I'm not saying it like, oh, the black woman is responsible for us believing in them. I'm saying that I feel like in the black community, we're skeptical regardless. I feel like black women do stick up for black men. Ashley Ray, y'all right about that. But I feel like if we sat here and told y'all something, say if it said Rob was convicted for armed robbery in the news, and I came and told y'all I wasn't convicted for armed robbery. But people started telling you stuff around the neighborhood that it could be me and why they think it could be me and what it was. You're going to start becoming skeptical of it. Regardless of if you wasn't there, you don't know, and these people have tangible evidence or physical evidence or they present a point, you might become skeptical of it. And I'm saying in our communities, half the time, black women be making a strong case for why that black woman is lying or why they don't believe that black woman. And as a black man, it makes me kind of question it. Like, first thought, like I said, I believe Meg Thee Stallion. I really believe Meg, Ashley. But when other women come on and act like they say they don't know, I don't know if Tory would do that based on what he said in the album, based on it, then it makes me like, damn, is he lying? Is she telling the truth? But first off her first word, I believed her. Hey, Dashara, I really believed her.
What's up, Dashara?
I really believed her. So that's me and saying I believed her. But what I'm saying is the society, the community. When you hear different opinions like that, it makes you think like, why this woman not sticking up for this woman? Why is she picking and choosing when to stick up for them? You have black men that put down black women to uplift other races. Now, Ashley, that's a good topic. That's wrong. You will never hear me talk about one of our black queens and lift up a black woman. Now, I will say she for the streets and she for the streets, but I say that about white women. If they for the streets, they for the streets. I would never put down a black woman and up a white woman. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? But I love all women, but I love my black women first. I ain't gonna put down no white woman for no black woman. That's just me. Now, if a black dude did that, you a coon. Now, if you like white women and you interracially date, that's cool, buddy. Do you? But if you start dating interracial and then put down black women, then yeah, I don't even want you to protect our women. I don't even want you around our women. That's what I'm saying. I don't even want that. So yeah, I do agree with that. Ashley, that men that do that, they're ignorant. You know that's like Julian said. That's definitely ignorant. And I don't think.
I definitely see it before. And I don't like when I see that though.
Yeah, I don't like when I see it. I just saw it in the Facebook group that I was on about 2 weeks ago, and they tore his ass
Like,
up.
not that you date them more, like you say, you just put them down
you
and
just
stuff.
put
Yeah,
black women down like,
yeah.
oh, they're ignorant, they're ghetto, or they talk loud, or they stand up for themselves, or they're too independent. Like, no. I'm talking young black boys that see black girls in the street fighting white men or white girls, and they just take the shit or laugh. Well, yeah,
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that at all, neither Ashley. But I can't put that all on young black boys because I put that on this generation. This generation is just quick to tape and record whatever. But no, yeah, if it's a gang of interracial stuff going on, and that ain't happening around us. That's the issue. Black men are the first to disrespect us, which is crazy because we are the only ones that can birth their asses. Well, yeah, I talked to some people that think the black race is going to be deleted. James, what do you think on this topic?
I mean, I can go deep on so many different ends with this, but
Let's go.
I think I'm gonna just keep it simple and go with.
Keep it simple, stupid. No,
there is a lot of media manipulation, and but the thing is, people just don't really understand how to love other people, and I don't think there's really no skin color to that, and there's tools and there's ways to do that, and unfortunately, black people aren't really armed, male or female, with the tools to love each other the way that we're supposed to, whether it be lack of resources, being in a stressful, unresourceful position. So I think it's a little bit of both. It's a little bit of our responsibility, and it's also a little bit of manipulation by the media that just only portrays the bad stuff. And
yeah.
But say because it is good stuff. We can't forget that. It's a lot of good stuff with black men protecting black women. But you will show the bad stuff. Like I was saying, you will show Terry Crews and Gabrielle.
The way you put it, the way you just put that, that's somewhere in the realms that I'm leading toward where I tried to say in the black community, I just don't think we know how to protect ourselves.
That's right.
Let alone protect another gender or even your family to an extent.
Right.
And that's where I come from. And that I don't want to look at sensitive situations because everything Ashley said about that, you have black boys, but actually that goes back to what they see. And like I said, the Kardashians get put up for wearing weave and you got to look like this, but black girls get talked about for wearing weave. I mean, even we was, a product of that, talking about horsehair and doing all this, that, because that's what was in our society. But, again, I think that comes from not like what Joe said, a broken society and us not educating one another. And like James said, we don't even have the tools to be able to work together as a society. So, that's why it's tough for me to say, that's why I asked the question about black men versus protecting black women, because I agree with y'all. In some cases, black men don't protect black women. I totally agree. But I don't think as a whole that we can say that black men don't protect black women because, even Joe, what was you about to say about the society thing?
There's a lot of men that just do not protect women, and they look down upon. We gotta look it back. How we see how much racism is going on. Sexism's just as strong.
Yep.
Just as strong.
Yeah.
Women didn't get the right to vote till after slaves did. If you really think about it in a weird way, that's crazy. And I'm not even the fact that they're slaves, but they gave slaves freedom and then gave those black men voting before white women got voting. So women have been absolutely screwed by the rich, the high tops forever.
Yeah.
And then, some of that backlash to me comes back onto the men that are trying to do the right thing, because there are quite a lot of men that are not doing the right thing. To me, it's
Well, Joe, Ashley said, I'm sorry to cut you off, but I want to ask you this because you're white, and everybody know that, but I'm just saying, Ashley said that white men stick up for white women, and she don't feel like black men do. Do you feel like, because I know you got a sister, but besides your sister, do you feel like you was a voice, or did you see other white males being voices for white women in that aspect?
I don't know. To me,
or would you just felt like y'all was cohesive?
I think I have such a lucky experience with the women in my life, because all the women in my life are very strong and confident in themselves and never fed in and never judged women how I see sometimes other women judge each other, and that's how society has made them judge. You think about how, Ludacris made this song about how men are glorified for having sex with a bunch of people. Women are always looked down upon.
That's on
Never.
the inside, yeah.
And that's just things like that. And the fact that women even make less than men right now in most jobs. So it's just like, it's so hard.
Because we was talking about
and that's the problem, is just because sometimes I feel like, in a way, sometimes all that anger and all that built up stuff sometimes taken out on the wrong type of men, and then men see that and want to lash back. But at the end of the day, we have to just, as much as me as a white man needs to sit back and listen to you guys as black men about racism, we do need to listen to women in their experiences being a woman in a way too. And that's the problem in a way that I think is lost a little bit, because as a black man, you guys have to deal with racism and all that crap too. So you have to deal with the stuff that I'm trying to learn about too, but then the women have to deal with just being a woman too. So that is messed up in a way. It's easier being a guy than a woman to me in this world.
Yeah,
it's layered.
Luda also made a song about hoes. That's what you said.
Use a hoe.
I like a combination of the way James and Joe put it, and like I said, what Ashley is saying in there, and Riri and them, and Najee even said is right. I feel like a lot of men who
Chelsea,
have
Terry,
a problem
he hit a little right on that
with
though.
black women is because they really have a problem with their mama, who might have exposed them to things kids shouldn't see or mistreated them growing up. Some of these women got daddy issues, so they will never feel protected, no matter how much somebody tries to show them. Terry, I agree with that. It's so many layers of this issue, but I just want to. And some
Ashley right too though. Some men do get about the issues though.
Until you sort that out. I agree, and that's what I agree with James and what Joe was saying. A broken society of people not even being armed with the right tools to do what is right and listen. But I have been told by women, and now I'm being told even what Joe said, and I think that is something that I even need to take into account, that men, we need to listen to women.
Yeah.
Because it's just like how, and I'm not saying listen to them like, okay, they tell you what to wear, tell you when to come in. No, but we need to listen to their vulnerabilities and their I'm not going to say insecurities, but their lack of feeling secured by us. We need to listen to them because, like Joe said, it's just like how the black voice want to be listened to, about why we want to be, at the table, and why we are people that can be a help to society. Women feel the same way too, and they are the bearer of our kids. They strong, they do everything else like men do, and even more. So they want to be at the table just like us. So I do agree with that point, because like I said, that's been something that's been beat into my head, I feel like, this last couple months, is men need to listen to women about how to protect women and what's next. Because that's the question I am guilty of asking sometimes, like, how do we protect women? What do we do? Like, wanting to know the answer.
It's like
because I don't feel like...
You see those jokes all the time, is like these groups talking about women policy, and it's a whole table of men. I mean, how messed up is that in a way? When you really think about that, how crazy is that? That's the same way as if there's a bunch of group of white guys talking about black policy, right? I mean, it's the same concept. There's literally a group of men that literally make policy on women's bodies, right? You see that all the time.
Ashley,
that's crazy.
Talk about that all the time.
It's crazy.
That is crazy.
It's weird. It's very weird. It's very weird.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. But hey, we appreciate what y'all was writing in there. That was a good section, and we can even come back further to that if y'all want to extend on that. Like I said, shoot us messages, comment when we put stats on there. If y'all want something talked about, let us know, because we can even go further on that. We definitely can go further on this.
DC
so I really like that. Shout out to Cuzzo from Hattiesburg, Mississippi for that question.
Hey, your mom nailed on the head, though.
You can't.
Charlamagne talk about that.
Forever.
Therapy and communication, talking things out is everything.
I mean, that was Mama who said it.
There's Ray on Mama's page.
Okay.
Yeah, Ray. Therapy is big, Ray. And that's something we should talk about.
No, therapy
that's
is
something we should talk about in the black
think.
community. And we're going to have a special guest on here when we talk about that. We're going to have my guy Leo Howard on here when we talk about that. Because Leo got some good stuff to say. Leo got some good stuff
therapy,
to say about that.
I even think sometimes I even said I might need it for myself.
And I think what people don't get is that therapy comes from anything.
I need it for real.
Therapy can come from the activities you do in life. Therapy comes from talking to anyone about your issues.
And we have to talk about that offline. How you like it and stuff, for real.
You got two in this helping. Okay?
I want to do it too, though, because you just got to... I don't know. I want to do it. I think I will do it, for real.
Hey, we reaching all the real stuff today in the real talk, because we're going from women. Now let's go to the kids, y'all. There's been thousands, and I'm not underestimating this. Read it for yourself. thousands of kids across cities or states like Ohio, Michigan,
Very stupid.
Indiana. I had to switch to Mama iPad so I can text my niggas back. Oh my God.
Y'all just pay y'all internet bill.
But what was I about to say? We're gonna go from women to kids. We going from women to kids, but across the U.S., especially here in the Midwest, like I said, from Michigan to Ohio to Indiana, there was reported that in Milwaukee area, inner city, suburban area, that over 6,200 schools have not reported to social distancing learning at all since school have came back. Ohio had numbers over 5,000, about 5,000 students from cities from Cincinnati to Northern Ohio and Cleveland. Indiana had about 5,500, it said, students that haven't reported to social distance learning. Mike, what do you think is the solution to this, and how long do you think that this social distance learning can keep up?
Well, I will say this. I don't want to jump to conclusions and just automatically just try to get on the parents and stuff, or even like the kids who not getting on and stuff.
But no, it's
who's
not about
who's
getting
not
on
reporting.
parents.
That's what I mean. They're not reporting. I don't want to do that because I don't know the situation of why you're getting on. But to me, we need to get that number better. If we got to social distance and do online learning, we got to do it. As parents, you got to step up, especially if your kid's young. People need to be on. So I don't. Those numbers are too high, and we got to find out the reason why they're not getting on. So for me, I don't like that because, like I said, if you have to social distance learning, do it. Parents, you got to step up and you got to help the kids and stuff. And I will say this to answer the second part of the question about how long do I think it will go. To me, I want to try the hybrid system out. I want to try it out. I really do think kids, if it's safe, should try to go back to school, and then some days you do social distance learning. I think let's do the hybrid method for now, because I do think the kids need the interaction in school and stuff. And the online learning is cool for me, but I don't think it could last. I don't know. I don't think it can last too much longer. That's just me.
Not at the elementary.
What do y'all think? At the elementary level,
Me
I don't want
personally,
to say high school and
High
college.
school can get
But
away.
at the elementary level, I really do think, like, I want my daughter in school low key.
but me
what you
personally,
think?
working for the schools, I think this social distance learning need to come to an end.
My kids
and
stay at home.
end quickly, because my point about the social distance learning is no consistency across the board. There's literally no consistency. So at our school, most teachers do like
We need to get
online
those numbers
learning,
down.
like
though.
they do online learning live where they're teaching, and then some teachers do what's called asynchronous learning, where they'll make a video of what's going on in the lecture. Asynchronous, yeah. Where they'll make a video of what's going on and what to do.
I feel you, Terry.
And what to do.
I feel you.
And what to do, and then the kids get to watch it and go from there, and then they get to get in these Google Meets if they have any questions. For like I'm in one of the Google Meets today. I was helping kids out with math and exponents, and like today it was so tough to be able to have to write with a pencil on my MacBook to show the little girl how to do exponents, and then she still didn't really.
That's a good point, Brandon.
She really still didn't understand me, and like if I was there in person. So I really feel like this social distance learning, we need to come up, and this is what I mean by us in society need to grab the bull by the horns and come up with a solution. We need to come up with a solution that can be safe for our kids, that we got all these type of protocols in place to stay safe, and then let them go to school.
That's
like
true,
you said,
Joe.
maybe try hybrid learning and all this, but it's a real big, like actually like Joe said too, it's a real big jump. One biggest and most important teachers are the actual child raisers. It's a real big jump for kids because, like I said, kids have to navigate through this screen. They don't know what is what. We had for 2 weeks, I had middle schoolers that were still talking and typing and writing their homework like they was online, spelling cuz, C-U-Z.
What?
And one of the teachers felt bad for saying something to him and saying, you can't write it in there. And I'm like, no, don't feel bad, Mrs. Such and Such, because they have to learn this. You can't write on an academic paper and say, well, this is the reason that the American government
They need
cuz,
school,
C-U-Z.
Terry.
Like, and then I had 8th graders spelling leave, L-E-V-E. It's like,
Yeah.
that type of stuff is just like, no, we need to
A
cancel
middle
school
school?
2020.
To me,
So we should go back full force.
the
as you said.
biggest problem to me is if you're going to do this online learning, you can't make them actually be online for like what a normal school day would be.
And that's what
That's
we do.
borderline
Yeah.
torture.
They're online for
Stop
6.5
playing with
hours
me as a
day.
kid, sitting still and being right in front of the camera, staring at
At
the
home.
screen, being there.
Well,
at
y'all
home,
get-
not, like
No,
no,
I
that's
don't
not
do that. She
real.
don't lie on
Like
that.
every school don't, but some of them do that.
Oh, for real?
Some I have classes that I go to every hour that they're online with the teacher every hour, and that's my
Our kids
point.
too.
Huh?
Our kids
You can
too.
just
Yeah,
see it. You
James
can
is
see it
too.
eating at these kids because
She
they're
got work to
literally.
do, and we do the work with
Yeah,
it.
Hey.
so like that's asynchronous learning where the teacher put a video up, you go over like it's like
Yeah,
notes,
yeah.
and then she get to do the assignment. That's what
Yeah,
Trey do. But no, like James said, his
You're
school
getting
do
all
it
the
way
school
my
without
school
any of the enjoyment. It's sad.
because he was stupid.
But also, at the end of the day, what I've learned working at a school and being in this is that teaching and learning is on the parents first and foremost.
Yeah, definitely. I've always said that those on the parents. Like,
I mean, it breaks my heart, the kids that we're working with, where they're at a 4th grade, 5th grade level. I mean, I would have, at where my level was, where I was at that age, with the reading and all the stuff I had outside of school. I mean, it's just, I would have looked like Einstein at the school. And it's just like, it breaks my heart because these kids are not dumb. It's they don't have the actual resources. They don't have the responsibility to be smart, and their responsibilities are to survive and to do things to figure out food.
No, that's what
and all
Ashley
these
just said. She said,
different
"Everyone
things, all
has
that
the
stuff.
resources or safe haven." That's exactly.
Oh,
what
without
Joe
a
talked
doubt,
about.
Ashley. My safe haven. I never ever had to think about what food was coming, or even thought that there was a thing that you had to worry about food.
those numbers worried me.
That's
about
huge.
Kids not reported them.
Yeah.
I had a kid that was working with me. He was crushing math. We were doing things for a couple weeks. Then one day we're doing the same things. All of a sudden he's all in a tizzy. He's all messed up. I'm like, hey man, what's going on? You know, I'm not gonna, obviously can't say the name. You know, legally. I'm not just playing. That's another issue. But he literally starts crying and goes, my mom's out there looking for food right now. And I'm trying to get him to care about pluses and minuses.
That's
Why
true,
would you
Sean.
ever care about that? You can't. As a kid, and how much everything matters, and you're thinking about food and where it's coming from, you can't learn. You can't go to school and learn. You're going to school to just be there. And that's what basically a lot of
And
these
who is
kids are on
reporting?
these things. They're just going there to be there because it's law. But we're seeing the results, and we're just pushing them through because we have to. Because the resources ain't there, the money's not there. I'm going on a tangent now, but
Resources
fuck
are big.
this system.
No, resources are
And
big.
these rich
though.
people ain't giving no money to these schools, man. What the heck?
No, the resources are big.
Actually, right. Sometimes that is used as propaganda. So, like I said,
It
I
is,
don't know
though.
if these numbers are true, but I can tell y'all from the school I work in, kids are showing up. But when we did this in the spring,
That is true about
there
data.
was kids that really wasn't showing up because they didn't have internet connection. They didn't have a valuable internet. They didn't have the devices. So then we had Minneapolis Public Schools did something nice where they ordered over thousands and thousands of hotspots and gave them out to families. We went down to the district and passed them out. But we did have kids at our school that did not report for about 3 weeks to a month just because they did not have the valuable resources to even be online or be at school. So
Yeah.
that was something that is something big. But like I said, you're right, actually. We don't know if these numbers are how close they are to being accurate. It's just what I've seen reported, and I saw it online. And I got them off Twitter, to be honest. A website off Twitter. I can't tell y'all the website. I need to become better at fact checking and writing that stuff down because I am regurgitating information to the public, so y'all can go look it up and do the research yourself. So I apologize
No,
for that.
Ashley's huge
I
on
will
that.
be
We
better
know,
with that.
and it's kind of been exposed recently about how, Minnesota's got amazing schools compared to others.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go to the East Coast, they'll laugh talking about going to a public school and being happy about it. Our schools are amazing, but
Yeah.
the ratio of minorities to white people, the resources that are given to each one, and like we talked about, what you and I see at the level that we're at, we're working in the Minneapolis schools. James, I bet you see it in the St. Paul's and stuff.
Minneapolis. No, James, Minneapolis.
I'm Minneapolis.
Yeah, oh yeah, you are, my bad. But either way, right in there, it's just like then you go 10 minutes away to Mounds View and all the schools
That's
that we're at and the resources we bro, I mean, you can go to some of these schools and the pay you're getting for these jobs is not even close to the pay you're getting in these suburbs.
Oh,
Yeah.
As a 9th grade coach, I got paid more than now this new varsity position I have at the
That's
school.
crazy.
So it's just like it's the resources, all that is so it's all top in
6 out of
different
17
ways.
kids reported. Milani class do good. They all be reported.
No, yeah, we got some classes that Sullivan do real good. They do real good. But like I said, that was
It's a
now
few-
they're doing good because Minneapolis have gotten to get all this equipment out. But there's still a lot of the high schools ain't really doing. Some of the high schools in the area ain't doing that hot. At least from what I hear.
Man.
Some more money.
Yeah, Ashley,
Yeah, Target.
it was
that's
crazy.
true.
I used to think I was poor because I went to Mounds View and the things I would have, and then now that I'm teaching at Ann Sullivan, I would literally look like Jeff Bezos to some of these kids, and it's so messed up
Yeah.
because it's literally 15 minutes away, roughly.
Yeah, from
It's
where you
so
come from.
crazy when you really think about that.
No, that is crazy. That definitely is. But hey, I appreciate y'all, man. We getting real tonight. We getting real tonight. Y'all here for it all. So stay with us because we got some more coming up, and we 40 minutes in, so we're gonna go for about 15 more minutes. Social media. Shout out to my guy down in Tampa, Florida. We all over the world with this. We went from Hattiesburg, Mississippi, to Minneapolis. Now we going to Tampa for this question. Okay, shout out to my man D Joe. Y'all already know who he is. Shout out to him, D'Angelo, for this question. Social media, is it linked to mental health in a way? So,
Man.
D'Angelo was having a conversation via text a few days ago, and he was texting me like he wanted to talk about this on the podcast. He feels like that people really be low-key spilling their problems out on social media, but they try to use it in form as a joke or forms like in the version of other people. You know what I'm saying? They're not using it. They like acting like it's not them, but it's really them. And he's saying that it's a cry for help. Do you think that social media can be linked to mental? Well, it can be. We already know that. But do you think that social media and mental health has a correlation with one another? Like,
Y'all, I
Oh
will
my
say this
God,
on Netflix. Watch The Social Dilemma. That's a
what
good
everybody told me to
documentary about
watch.
social media.
Everybody told me to watch
Man,
it.
I'm gonna watch that again for real. That's a good.
Julia acting
that's a good
tonight. I see you
documentary.
here, girl.
But yeah, I definitely think it can be linked to mental health for sure. The reason I say that is because, man, this is what a lot of people's lives evolve around. And I feel like sometimes, like especially for the high school kids and stuff, sometimes it's about clicks and stuff. And I don't know. I just think it could definitely be bad on your mental. It was bad on my mental. Sometimes I ain't even gonna lie. I be on Twitter too much, just arguing with certain things, and then you just looking at certain things, and then you can just see a lot of negative stuff, and it kind of does mess with you. Then sometimes you feel good, like, dang, I ain't on social media. It shouldn't get like that to you, but sometimes it do. It does.
Do you think that social media is a good outlet to talk about your problems?
Yeah,
if you being positive about it, or if you're looking for advice or help, is it a good way to seek advice or help?
I can say yeah. It could be a good medium for that. I definitely think social media can help with that, but like I said, it's 50-50. It can be bad and good, so it's just hard. But I definitely think it's linked to mental health for sure.
So you think that sometimes people put their problem, like they really what they're going through on Facebook.
People
or
put what
Twitter
they're
or
going
whatever.
through. Some people put a fake life on
They try to
social
fake
media. Some people put a fake life on social media, where it's like you got to keep up with certain things, you got to have certain things and stuff. So no, I definitely think it's linked to mental health for sure.
What you got to say, Joe? I see you was ready to say something.
Yeah, no, I think social media is really twisting people's
You gotta
mental
balance
health. It's really
Yeah.
screwing with people because if you don't have a parent
Based on
or
the person.
someone around your life that gives you the confidence in your own life, those people, they search for it in social media. So you search for it in their groups and you search for these things, and people literally. I mean, you see it all the time. There's people. It's so easy to be a bully
It is
when
an
you're not in
addiction.
front of someone. And all the hate on media, all the negativity on the media, the internet's getting controlled by the negativity, by the hate, because the people that are actually doing positive things in their life and doing positive things are not displaying it and typing away on Facebook. They're going to do stuff in their lives. The people that are hateful and that are actually mad are the ones that are controlling this shit. And then you see all the people that just post all these damn articles without even reading the articles, without even actually seeing what it says and actually trying to fact check things.
Some people
And
argue too much.
so
on
many
social
things,
media.
and you're just arguing over what? Over what?
No, for real.
Acting like you have some type of truth over someone else. I hate that stuff. No one knows what's going on in this world more than anybody else at the end of the day.
And it is therapy for some people too. What's your opinion on it? It's therapy
Yeah,
for
I
some
mean,
people. So.
I think what me and D'Angelo was talking about, because D'Angelo said he felt like I went real broad into it. He says it's a platform where people express their mental health and or actually ask for help through facades, which include action sometimes, and go back to it over and over again.
Joe need his own podcast.
It's a platform where people express their mental health. So yeah, D saying like you use social media to express your mental health, but you trying to like not say it's you. You're coming through like a fake persona to express yourself. You're using a third party or somebody else to express you. And yes, I feel like that can happen a lot with social media. And that doesn't mean it's a bad either, to Ashley's point. It doesn't help some people not thinking. I was just about to say that, D, and I don't think that, like even Joe said in the point in a little bit, I don't think it was bad. I don't think it's all bad or it's all good in a way. I was going to say, I think if you have that mental capacity, like Julia said also too, it's a balance. If you really could balance that, it can be used for good to get advice from people that you trust and just on social media. You know, it could be used for like, okay, I trust this person. They're not just trying to down me or bad talk me or bad mouth me. No, they're really giving me advice. They're really trying to help me or seek me through this issue, or they're just another voice to be a help. But I also think it could be a negative way because, to D'Angelo's point, like, just be yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you see something online and you see that this person getting all this love, or this person doing all this traveling or doing stuff that you want to do, but you're not doing it, you could try to become that person and spit out your truths based on that, and that's not you. You know, you might want to tell your truths a certain way, but you might try to tell it through the lens of a friend who go on vacation every week, or who throwing money around every week, or who got a lot of females, you know, or who just, you know, got their
and it can make
going.
you think of life you don't want to live, because like you're on Instagram seeing how certain celebrities live and seeing how certain people live. It can make you want to live that life. I really do think that in this age that social media is a big phenomenon that does play on our mental, but I also feel like it has to be balanced. You know, it has to be balanced because we use social media for our platform. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And we don't put I really don't. I get real with the people. I tell people stories about what I've been through and things like that. But like D said, that I feel like that. I'm not saying that my way is better than the next or my way is good, but I do feel like my way. I'm not trying to really impress anybody. I'm not trying to be anybody else. I'm trying to just be me. And like I said, put my story out there and see if it correlates with somebody else's, or see if they can relate to it in a way where, like Joe said, we don't know. None of us really. Nobody really has the guidebook to life. So learning from other people. I don't think it has anything to do with mental health. Teach one method is big for all of us. Explain that, Tay. Yes, I disagree a little bit.
Well, yes and no. Well, so Ashley, she says the issue with imposters. I think the issues with imposters and the issues is with hate. It's still okay to be evil and hateful on the internet. Even though in person you couldn't just say all these hateful, evil things to someone right to their face and not get in trouble for it and not have something happen. You can do it on the internet because it's all cool. Because there's no laws against it. There's no anything. That's really what we need to get going on. Stop being okay with hateful speech. If you can't say something to someone in their face, you shouldn't be able to type it. And the fact that we're okay with it and all this stuff is that all these people have these opinions. It's not an opinion to hate someone else for just being a certain skin color or a certain something. That's not an opinion. That's a mental health disorder. You have a mental health disorder if you look at some other skin and think they're different than you over something. Like you and I can both go to the same blood bank and get the same blood. So how could we be different? There's no actual factual opinion in that skin color or someone is different. But we're okay with people spewing that on the internet. We shouldn't be. And that's where we need to get
Brandon
past.
Saying social media is a distraction and poisonous. Most people use it in the wrong ways. It's meant for networking, but most people don't use it for that.
It can be used for networking. Like I say, it's fine when people express their feelings and stuff. You just can't let it consume you.
Factoids 101, y'all. Y'all thought y'all were going to hear it.
You just can't let it consume your whole life and stuff. Like I said, you got to have a balance. It's really just having a balance. It depends on your mental state.
Well, Tay say he feels like it's kind of like this. It's kind of like a gun. A gun don't kill nobody. Social media can make somebody's mental more effed up.
If you let it. But that's a part of mental health too, though.
Tay said the gun without the mind of the person doesn't kill anybody.
Joe sound like, man, God, mental health happy. Yeah, Charlamagne is though.
If you had issues before social media, you're going to have the same issues using it.
And those people had mental health issues before social media, but I think that could add to it too, though. That's my point on it too. People had mental health issues before social media, but social media can add to it also.
No, I agree with that. So, and we, moving on, because like I said, y'all, put it in the comments, y'all. We can go so deep off of all these topics.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, I'm going to be bouncing back and forth. The Cardinals are in a full collapse mode, and I'm here for it. Let's go! Me too, Julian. Julian, keep me updated. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. We got a couple more topics left, but I'm here for that. You already know. So my point was I think you should pay attention to the way people you care about and how they express themselves, especially the younger communities, and social media is one of the large platforms, especially.
And that can be stressful in a way of how
Yes,
people you care about, how they statuses be and stuff, just how they interact on social media. That can mess up your mental health too. If
That's
it's your
why you gotta
kid,
communicate with
brother, sister, aunt, uncle. That
You
can mess you up.
you definitely gotta communicate with that.
What you allow yourself to feed into.
How they express themselves directly and indirectly, and see.
Broncos winning,
But
Terry.
I also feel like you have to know them too. You have to know, you have to know those people you care about too. So like if I me and D, we know each other, So if I feel like if D say some stuff, I'm gonna look at it and be like, okay, what's wrong with bro? Is bro calling somebody out, or do I need to talk to bro? Like I feel like those are the type of things that you know the person. You do need to watch it, but like you said, also it's tough to watch it because I know some people all day that clown on social media and nothing's wrong with them. Like they're not going through anything. They just like to really have fun. So I really think that becomes on the person, the relationship, and that comes with communicating regularly in other mediums outside of social media. That's all. You gotta communicate in other mediums other than just social media.
That's true. Ask about money.
Is what I feel like. It's the same way. James, what about you with this social media mental health? What about you?
You're asking someone who just kind of took half of a break off Facebook and Instagram, but I was on my professional pages, my escape, but I took a mental break off social media, and honestly, if it wasn't for the escape, my business, I would be off it longer. I used to take breaks like 6 months at a time, be off half a year. So, like, my opinion, I'm kind of with Tane on the sense that it's not the thing that's making people ill. There's a lot of people that have that express their truth in different routes, but also this is definitely not helping with it. I mean, I think some people do it, but it's all about your intent and what you choose to do with the tool. It's like a knife, and like I've made this reference before. In the hand of a chef, it's a great thing. A murderer, a crazy person, it's terrible. Or marijuana, if you smoke it with just to try to escape your problems, or if you're just actually trying to get a little buzz and you have the intent of the focus of meditating. So it's all about what your intent is. So like my intention with social media to keep it going is to grow the skate culture, to keep my business flowing, to you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And also
marketing in a way.
Yeah, and then I kind of turned it into Meme O'Clock, where I just wanted to get people to laugh, to try to balance out all the bullshit that was on it. And I just got frustrated to a point, was like, I can't fight it. There's too much of it. So in my mind, I had to, plus on what Mike touched on is like how other people react on social media. That was weighing heavy on me. So I'm like, okay. And now that I'm coming off of that, I will say I feel mentally healthier without it. So, but I feel like every now and then I got to take a break and then come back, and then I'm better. But like people get so deep into it.
That's kind of mental health, low key.
That is literally.
Yeah, that's what
you can be mentally healthy, and you have to take responsibility of that. And that comes back to people being self-responsible and aware, and just having the tools to take care of themselves. You know, there's always a gray area with that, and it's not so black and white. It's like you're either perfectly sane or you're crazy. It's like no, people go off the deep end.
And it is addicting. I ain't gonna lie, because I always be. I always see myself going to. I got them all on one on my phone. I'm always going to one of them checking something. So yeah,
but
it is addictive.
I
ain't
agree
even
with
gonna
that.
lie.
And like for the most part, what Brandon and Terry's saying, yeah, we all are on Facebook just for the heck of it. To see. And at the core, it is a beautiful place that you can just check up on people that you care about, see some things, talk with them, chat with them, post a picture, blah blah blah. But the problem is, Rod, who I'm talking about from the coach that I used to know and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
One of my guys. He literally talks. We know him. He's a nice guy, but the other day he talks about he loves to stir up. He talks about, I love to stir up the liberals. And some of the stuff he posts are on some real hateful stuff at the core and can be taken in some really bad ways.
Oh, yeah.
And for him, he just thinks it's a joke.
People
He's not really even close to really trying to be hateful. But all of it is,
with you, James.
and that's where it comes from, is that the disassociation that everybody knows how you are as a person, and that they use jokes, and they'll say certain things, and then other people take it and run with it. They're, well, I was just joking. Well, they don't know you. Yeah. You type what you type.
True.
That's why typing stuff and saying this stuff is different than speaking or knowing someone. Yeah. And that people don't really think about that
No, that's
when they're
true.
actually typing a joke on there. They're like, they type it out and they just hear it in their head and it sounds like a joke, but when you read it and typing it, and you don't even know the person that's saying it, all you have is what you see.
Yeah. No, that's
Yeah.
true.
That's another reason why I got off social media. Everything's a meme, and it's like I think we all are kind of slowly going crazy, and we're all making fun of each other for it.
Yeah.
Hey, real. I might need to get off of social media for a while, y'all. Might not come to y'all on Thursdays no more, y'all.
Less screen time, more meditation.
And Joe Holbrook, most people ain't checking on you the good way. They comparing.
I agree, D'Angelo, and that's the broken part of social media and the broken part of society.
That's the people themselves. That's not the social media's fault.
But
Social media is here.
Well, of
And
course,
it's people
but
abusing it.
that's yeah. I mean,
That's
it comes down. It's not about social media, but it's all the mental health that people have and all the non-communities and all the non-people that we have. That's all those people that are screwing and poisoning social media. If everyone had the right upbringing and the right respect and the learning of respect and understanding of others, it wouldn't be like it is.
Terry said y'all gotta get Joe 60 seconds to get his point
All right,
across. We got one more topic after this. After the next topic is the last topic, and then we're gonna be out of here for the week, and we'll see y'all next week. Shout out to Lil Sis Desiree to be her 27th birthday. So we'll see y'all next week on her on Lil Sis B-Day. We ain't leaving out of here yet, y'all. Mike, since we got the election coming up within 32 days, or actually 35
Oh
days.
man.
Wait.
Oh man.
It's 31 days in October.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh man. November the
33
the twins'
days.
birthday.
33 days
That's
until
right.
election day.
Twins' birthday, 16.
Okay, 33 days until election day. And Joe, people say I talk fast. I've been watching these episodes. I don't feel like I talk fast. Do I talk
Oh,
fast,
man.
bro? How many words do I say a minute? How many words do I say a second? How do you feel like I talk
Hey, boy, in another life, you are an auctioneer.
fast? But 30,
Hell no.
dude, a lot of people at Best Buy say I talk fast. I
Said
really
you
be
was
feeling like
awesome.
I really feel like I can hear every word I say because I'm saying it probably, huh?
So the Bone
I can
Thugs-n
hear.
Harmony.
No one said they can't hear the words, but they hear a
Ooh.
lot of words.
This point's for my defense. Go Deontay Spencer.
I ain't get stopped.
I'm dead. Your sister's a.
Go ahead. What's your question though?
Do you see an issue with white politicians
$5, Ray Ray?
telling black people they plan for black folks? And who do you think need to be the voice for black folks?
Wait, say that again. Say that again. I'm
Well, I
sorry.
brought this up because do you have an issue with white politicians such as the Orange Man, aka Trumpster, or Joe Biden? Do you have a problem with them listing their plans for Whoopi Goldberg so damn ugly?
See, he's not protecting black women right there. That's terrible.
Yeah, Terry's ignorant. He talking about no, that's Brandon. He talking about or is he talking about me?
Whoopi
He's talking
Goldberg.
He's talking about you.
He talking about
Whoa.
me. I'm a gunner in. I'm a gunner in the group. 'Cause I
On
know
Corey Holcomb show, one dude said,
Oh, Whoopi.
"Young Whoopi was cold for real."
Yeah, you do. I talk fast.
Well, go ahead.
Dang, y'all.
But
I
go
also
ahead.
talk fast.
Keep going.
Okay. Do you have a problem with white politicians telling black people what that the plan that they have for
Well-
us as black people?
Well, they
And who do you think should be our voice? Because Donald Trump came out with this platinum plan, and Joe Biden has a plan that if you're not black, if you don't vote for him, you're not black. No,
I don't agree with Biden on that, but they need to tell their plan. They need
No,
to tell
it's not their plan. They said there's a plan that black people that they have a plan for black people that black people should follow.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
nah. I wouldn't listen to either one of them. No, they definitely should say that. I don't know who should be the voice of black people, but definitely not them two. And I don't agree with Joe Biden on
I said
On
any
the
white
vote
politician.
any white politician. Yeah, no, that's true. That's
No one
true.
can
But
be
you
the
definitely
voice
you
for
definitely want to
anyone
hear
but
the
yourself.
you can't be the voice for black people, but you definitely
But
you want to hear their plan. Because if they in their position, you want to hear their plans just to see how it's going to help you economically. And
This is
everything.
my thing. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
But I would hear your plan if you actually in the community. If you actually doing the things with the people, I would listen to a plan because the plan would be you know about it.
That's true.
You've been around it. You've got to see it. Like Joe. If Joe came with a plan for some of us black folk, I would probably listen to him because bro been around. He's been the only white person in the room sometimes in Duluth where it's all black people. And that's not a joke. That's real talk because like I'm saying, he's like he just said earlier though. He is learning from the black people. He's getting educated from what we are saying, just like how we said we need to listen to women.
Wait, what, Julian?
And I don't think that somebody like Donald Trump or Joe Biden could tell me a plan for me when they have done nothing.
You want to
for
hear their
our
plan?
people.
I'd rather hear their plan, but yeah, they should.
I don't even want to hear your plan.
Well,
If you not, I don't want to hear a plan from you if you not in
if
the
you're
fight.
not in, yeah, if you're not in the
I
fight.
don't want to hear a plan for you.
Somebody said it. Somebody said it on Corey Holcomb show. My guy Zoe said it. He said Young Whoopi was cold. But go ahead.
I don't want to hear a plan from you if you're not in the community. I don't want to hear a plan from you because you don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going on in our level. You don't know
But
what's
say
going on
if
in our
Biden
life.
becomes president, you want to hear what he has to say with his plan. If we don't have to follow his plan, but I'm
You mean
saying
what his plan?
what his plan is, like if he become president, you don't want to hear just because he is the president.
Well, let's hear your plan.
But I'm not saying we have to go back because whatever he says is going to be bullshit. It's same with Trump.
My
Don't
point
care.
is, I'm
not even gonna talk about that,
I'll
dude.
sit there and listen to your little plan, but it's like, okay, first off, you got to start to show it. You just can't speak those words because we know what
You got to
did.
show action. Yeah.
We know what you did with certain laws and certain things back in the 90s. We know who you was. So I don't really want to hear a plan for you in the first place. I want to see more action.
So
I'm done with the part of hearing plans. I want to see action now.
You want to see action.
Of letting this cop that killed George Floyd, let him get life. Let the cop that killed Breonna Taylor, let them redo that case and he get life. That's the act. That's the plan I want to see. I want to see you plan your ass to make some action.
I agree with that, right? Yeah. You want to hear the plan for
Definitely want to
sure,
hear a plan. The
but that
plan
don't mean you have
does
to.
affect black people. That doesn't mean they got to be the voice for us.
Yeah, they don't have to be the voice.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I don't even. That's what I'm saying. I don't even know if I want to
You-
hear that plan. I want to
If
see
they
action.
if
from
they
them.
the president,
I don't care if you're the
if
president.
Biden win, you don't want to hear.
No, I want to see action.
Y'all want a
Because-
president with street cred.
Yeah,
No,
basically, I
not
do.
that. What I'm saying is, you do want to hear what they got to say about what do they have in store and stuff. You want to hear that, but what I'm saying, they don't have to. No, they don't definitely have to make decisions on it.
I want a person like James said. They got some street cred. Yeah, I don't want to hear nothing from you before I,
I get what
see
you're
action.
saying. Yeah, I get what
If
you're
I
saying.
saw action, then you can tell me about a plan.
The plan is never going to be. Oh yeah, for sure. The plan is never going to be for black people. That's something that's got to be.
And that's my
You got to
plan.
be
That's why I don't
self-sufficient
wanna-
with
why I
that.
don't want to hear the plan. And that's why I was going to get
You
you.
gotta
that.
be self-sufficient with
That's
that.
why I feel like we need to plan as a community. The people need to get together as a community, but people don't feel like they're strong enough to do that because we're waiting on somebody to come save us. So when I say who should be our voice, I feel like we should be our voice.
You go keep waiting.
I feel like we should be our voice, and I mean the community. The people should be our voice. The people you locally with should be the voice because, like Joe and James was saying earlier, like we all been saying, there's great people around in our communities that we all too busy doing our own thing and we're separate. If we could put the whole together, it would be greater than anything they could come do because they're not here in the community. They're not South Minneapolis. Like how the media was saying about the riots and the loot and the burning of the buildings, and they wasn't down here, but we was there. Me and James was there multiple days. Me and Joe was there one of the days. I was down there multiple days. They wasn't there, and yet they was coming up with this not what you're supposed to do, this what we
But
supposed
we already
to
know
do.
it's manipulation. Media's
The
definitely
community-
manipulation and stuff
It's
like
important
that.
to vote for the people in your community and on the boards.
boards.
Well,
Sometimes when they get in, Ashley, sometimes when they do get in, like a police chiefs and stuff, they don't really help out like that. They don't really help out too much, but you have to vote for the president that isn't going to make things harder for
and
you.
well, I don't think neither one of these presidents is going to make things easier for us. I think I really don't.
Make
I mean,
things
Donald
harder.
Trump hasn't made nothing hard for me, really. Life been shitty before him, it was shitty after him. I actually got a good job with benefits while he was in the presidency. I'm not giving him no credit, y'all, so don't go there.
No, you
But
definitely
I'm just
not.
simply saying, yeah, if I do become president, I 1,000% got this world.
Nah,
Got you.
we
This
gotta
world is
stop allowing people to talk like Trump does, and what the debate showed is that he can't even respect people. He made fun of someone's son because he went through a drug addiction and got better. He tried to bring that up as a point that was a bad thing for Biden.
So we should have nobody in office.
It's just we
like
can't
that.
do that, man. We
Yeah.
can't have that kind of
That's what
voice.
she said you can't spew
It's-
hate and
it's
says it's
straight-
open.
Hate, yeah.
Hate on everything he says is straight hate. When they talked about the black policies during the debate, all Trump did is bring it back to we need law and order and different stuff. He didn't even talk about what he would do for the black. He just
He don't know what he's doing.
he don't know what he's doing. He's just saying shit.
Are you serious? She talking about me. She
What
probably
are we
said,
doing? Climate change? Hey,
Yeah, he don't
we
know
got-
what he's doing at all.
When they asked him
You
about
can tell from
climate
the
change,
debate.
all he talked about was forest management.
Somebody told him to say that too, I bet. He openly supports white supremacy. Exactly, Joe.
Yeah, Trump is something else, and gives them the okay to kill in sight. Well, then that means we need to kill in sight. Trump needs to get out of office. I think office need to be empty for the time being. That's just me.
The thing is, though,
Well, it's
if
not
Biden
going
do
to be,
win, though, if he do win, though, what's
Then now you gotta
I want to
keep
know
put-
what do they think is going to happen?
He's
differently?
gonna at least get
That's a
people
good
in that
question.
will
What do
try
you
to
think
do
is going to happen
change.
differently? You won't see the hateful. You won't see the.
Well, no, actually, to wait to get to Ashley point because I've been wanting to say this. You say you can't say he hasn't done anything.
He wants to kill black men like you.
Actually, well, a lot of I'm not gonna say president, but a lot of people have done that. But what I'm gonna say to y'all is this:
He was president in 2012.
This type of black person,
was
type of black person I'm in.
I'm
This type of black
asking
person I am, and I was saying, this type of black person that I am, and I was saying, I actually low key, I real life.
Yes, he is doing things to affect you.
No, but look, I real life.
Say him.
But no, listen. She did. She brought up the race stuff and all this. But look, I real life like Donald Trump spewing the stuff he's spewing because this is what I'm telling people. As a black person, as a person who is not worried about none of these motherfuckers. Like, I'm really not worried about none of these motherfuckers. I swear to God to y'all, I'm not. I'm really not. But as a person like that, everybody don't have to have my demeanor or my thought process. But Donald Trump is actually doing a good thing for the black community, I feel like, in exposing the
You
white
could have been the
people.
hashtag
No,
too
but
with
look,
other
hold on.
presidents in there in the office. You could have been the hashtag too though.
Most people get killed.
Mike
by
Brown
Obama.
and Eric Gardner was hashtag.
Mike,
Hold on,
that's
no,
what I
let me
talked
finish.
about earlier about
Wait,
voter
wait,
apathy.
he wasn't
Let me
president.
They
finish-
want you to
wait, but
feel
let me
bad
finish my
because
point.
shit's always happened, but
Let
that
me
doesn't mean it
finish my
has to
point before I
continue to
forget.
It
happen.
doesn't have to
y'all.
continue to happen.
Let me finish my
But
point.
I'm saying him not being. Go
Let me
ahead.
finish my point before I forget it. I actually like Donald Trump speaking because not on the mainstream level, and I don't care about the mainstream level, I really don't, but I like him speaking on this level for me, the local level, and the level that affects my everyday life because it's exposing the racist motherfuckers I went to high school with, that I'm around in my everyday life, that acted like they was being progressive, but when this man came out and spewed this stuff and was brash about it, it got them to start feeling like that. So I get
Which
to
is
see your
true,
true
Rod.
colors.
But now at this point, let's show them
No,
that
Joyce,
they're
still
not
some
the
of
majority. Take them out of office and keep proving to them that they are fucking wrong
What I'm saying
for
is,
that shit.
It's still some of them that's still out there. That
Yeah, they
haven't
will be
came out
though, and
yet.
they'll keep talking because social
But no,
media is
my
there
point-
and everybody
my
can do
point
it.
is we need them to come out. We need them to come out.
They are already out though,
I
Rod.
feel like as an enemy, as an enemy, you are less of a threat if I can see you coming and I know your true colors versus you sitting next to me like you're a brother of mine or a friend of mine and you low-key one of them. And that's what I feel like the white people do if Donald Trump don't give them this brash cockiness to say what they say, whether it's online, whether it's in person. I feel like they was being reserved about it because they was trying to be PR like everybody else was, and then Donald Trump came being this ignorant, orange, whatever you want to call him. I don't want to call him the C word because we on our podcast. But he was being this ignorant person, and then he got these people to start coming out, and he got these people to start saying how they really feel. To me, I actually like that because you are not a threat to me anymore. Now I know I either need to X myself away from you or I know it's about
Exactly,
any
but
means
what does
necessary.
4 more years of Trump do for that narrative? We already see him exposed. Now let's fix it. We do not need 4 years of this disrespectful piece of shit coming at everything and everything. He didn't answer one question at that
That's because
debate.
he don't know what he's doing.
Legit.
He don't know what he's doing. It's
He's
obvious.
just
Yeah, he
talking
doesn't know what
bullshit.
doing
He's
at
a
all.
puppet. He's bullshit.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is black people getting mad that he didn't denounce racial groups. But what president has denounced any racial groups? Joe?
Right, it ain't even about nothing to do
No, but I'm saying that's
with
what a lot of black
politics.
people are saying.
That man don't talk to nobody with any respect.
They basically said get them in now.
I'm serious. If I would have been at the bar chilling with
You
them,
can say
How
that.
am I
no,
privileged?
hold on. If I would have been at the bar
What
chilling with
actually
them,
my privilege?
yo, and we were sitting there, and Joe's to my right, and Trump was on my left, and I'm friends with both of them somehow, and we all chilling. And Trump starts coming at Joe about his son and his drug addictions, I would have popped Trump in the mouth right there. That was so fucking disrespectful. Fuck that shit, dude. We gotta get out of that mind state that everybody else is screwed up, so we shouldn't be mad at Trump. We know that. We are all learning from it. Trump has exposed that stuff. That's great. But now he needs to be exposed and shown that he's even worse than some of the stuff that he tried to expose.
We gotta be self-sufficient with it.
That's
What's the
what I
name ain't about to do nothing to me.
'Cause
He
I
about
feel
to
like-
do
I feel
nothing.
like-
I agree. Get him out of there because he is hating stuff. He does spew hate. You got to get that out of there. You can't have a president do that. But like
Yeah,
I
get him
said,
out of there, bro.
if y'all think not having him in there is about to change this
That's
stuff,
not
y'all
the
fooling your own
question,
self.
though. We have to have someone that will actually. Biden is actually saying that he's trying to change. He's saying that he's screwed
Of
up.
course he gonna
He
say
said
it.
that. But Mike, so can we have someone that have you looked at the people that Trump's put into office? Betsy DeVos, look her up. The Department of Education head.
Oh yeah, she's
Terrible.
That-
Yeah, she's terrible.
B-I-T-C-H. What?
Being the Supreme Court justice.
These people ain't right for any of the positions they're put in. And if he gets the next presidency, then he gets to replace Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And that is even a bigger problem than him being in for another 4 years. Because like we know, the president doesn't really do that much. But his voice does do a lot. And it's given all these people the
That's
the
what
confidence.
they are, the speaker.
But now we need to shut that confidence down. If they win again, Rod, that confidence is going to put on 10. Now, oh God, Trump won again. He really is doing something right. We got to shut that shit down. We got to shut it down.
Just don't give the public the confidence that he's our president for 4 more years. That's understandable. No, I understand that for sure.
Don't give him the confidence. Who said that, Ashley?
What you think, James? 2 minutes before we off. Get a good 2-3 minutes in.
No. We got it. One more topic.
Oh,
one more topic. That was
let's
gonna
see
be
what James
kinda
gotta
short.
say quick.
That was gonna be short.
All right, I'll try to be quick. I mean, I'm with Rod. I don't feel any better or worse with the president. I don't care who the president is. It's not.
Do you think we need to get that hateful bum out of there, though?
The only reason I would agree with that because it's driving the people around my life who think he's in control. It's driving.
It's driving them crazy.
That's
It's
right.
driving, and that's the only reason I'm
I
like,
don't
okay, yeah,
care.
it's driving them too crazy.
That's why I'm at.
People are getting their pants.
They worried about the wrong thing to me, but like I
That's a
said,
shame,
I care
You're
about
being
my
a bit
family and
selfish
stuff.
in that thinking.
I
'cause
care about my
it does
family.
matter to quite a lot of people.
So I'm with them.
And it is
but like
shaping
I said,
actions of
it ain't
hate.
gonna
It's
make us be
shaping
self-sufficient.
actions of hate. The
Like
actions of
Tanisha
hate
said, we're
are
gonna
being
depend
put and
on-
they're actually doing shit.
But Joe,
The
actually,
kid
we're
would not
gonna
have driven to
dude who's not
Wisconsin
gonna do
with
nothing.
the AR shooting shit up if Trump wasn't president. I don't really feel like.
I doubt
Wait,
that.
what?
But who knows?
School shooters didn't have
Trump
he
didn't
said
even
the
condemn
AR
him.
dude that-
Trump
yeah,
didn't
he
even
didn't.
condemn
Well,
him.
we know, but come on, we know we knew this before.
I'm saying,
he's
people-
openly supporting them.
At least
Like we know this
At
stuff.
least we need a president that'll condemn those
Yeah, what's
actions,
his name? Ain't
man.
gonna openly support him, but come on, man.
Trump
Yeah,
literally
Trayvon
said
Martin get
that
killed.
those
I'm
those
saying
white
Trayvon
boys
Martin got killed.
protesting
I
in
didn't hear
South
Obama
Carolina.
condemn George Zimmerman. I didn't hear nobody come out and condemn George Zimmerman for killing Trayvon Martin. That's what I'm trying to
He
say.
condemned
Donald
Eric
Trump.
Gardner.
That's what
He didn't
I'm not even
condemn
trying to take up for Donald
Mike
Trump.
Brown.
but
Nobody's
that's
taking
why-
up for Trump.
That's
yeah.
where I'm at with this. It's like we want
Like
Donald
James said, he
Trump to do
consumes
stuff.
their
I
lives
said we
too
want
much.
Donald Trump to do stuff that the black president didn't.
It's
even
not about
do.
him doing stuff. It's about getting someone with a better voice that'll at least get
You
people
think
open
who
to
you
the
think got a
change.
better voice?
Well, dude, I don't want Biden. I didn't even want Biden, and Bernie should be the one
No,
going after it. We
well,
know that.
Yeah, Bernie
But
for
people,
sure.
people just scared. Oh my God, socialism.
And
Like,
that's what I'm telling people. I'm
because
not.
people
I
act
don't
like
want
it's
Trump
a
to leave, but what I'm
dictatorship.
saying is,
Like a president
Biden,
really
y'all
changes stuff.
really tripping on him to me. I'm cool with Bernie.
I don't
I'm
trust
cool.
Biden.
Oh,
No, I'm not okay.
I would have
Ashley,
voted
this
for
is what I'm
Bernie.
telling you. I don't care who is in office. I really don't
I-
care.
Because I don't
Because
I
I really
really
don't
agree
feel
with that,
like
but like I
I
said,
really feel like they
y'all
don't affect my
tripping.
life
But
because
it
they
does
don't care
affect
about
Biden.
others.
See,
You gotta look at that.
Biden is
The way
Biden
Trump
is
looks
not-
at our environment, he don't care.
I don't think.
He literally said Russia and China are throwing crap out. Why does it matter if we do? That's so.
None of the politicians
Ugh.
care about the
At
environment.
all.
If they did, they would legalize hemp. It's just a plant, and it could be used for so many uses. It's illegal because it doesn't profit the oil industries. They're all on the same side.
Exactly.
I don't
It's
like
been
that.
like that's why Trump
Well, I'm
was
telling
good
you,
in a
Ashley,
way because he
I
exposed
don't want to
that
hear
it's
no
been
black
like
person
this.
say that Trump is the reason why cops is
No
killing
one
more
said
black
that.
people.
Yeah,
No,
no,
I'm
but I'm
talking
saying
about
people-
cousin. She said
that's-
we feel like we're privileged, and I don't feel like I'm
Okay, here's
privileged.
what I'll say.
I'm not worried
Because
about
I
that
get
orange
James
tea.
is right on that. It's always been like this. Government hasn't cared, but that's why you say Trump has been good. Trump
I didn't say he's
exposed
been
it.
good.
No, he exposed the stuff and it showed all the bad stuff, and he's showing all this stuff. It's all right there. So now we saw that. So now let's try something different. Because Trump's clearly not going to actually change nothing.
How about try not looking towards a politician for seeking
That's
answers?
what I
Well,
said.
yeah.
He sound just like
Agreed.
me.
See,
That's
y'all. First
the
of all,
problem.
y'all really gonna make me get going on a whole other tangent because you
We're
know
not
I
saying
don't
you
think
said
that's
it, but
actually
what
the
I'm
government.
saying is, what I'm saying
it
is,
don't matter.
looking at
Mom said,
politicians
"School
the
my
wrong
sons,
thing.
Joe."
But
Yeah.
it does matter because that voice is a voice, and it's giving people the
Ashley,
ability to do
When
things.
I'm saying this, Ashley, listen to this. This is what y'all killing me at. Y'all say it's okay that he declares open fire on blacks. No, it's not okay. But the fact that I know, listen, the fact that I
No,
know
that's
that
going a
that's
little too
no,
far.
but look,
That's
okay,
right.
the fact that I know that that's his
That's right.
ideals, Ashley, that makes me know what you are. But to sit here and say that Joe Biden just said during these riots and protests of George Floyd, he said out his own mouth, there needs to be law and order. Those thugs don't need to be looting and rioting. So he feels the same way. He's just dumbing it down because he wants y'all votes. But he
Oh,
really
guys,
feels
yeah,
the
this
same
is
way.
exactly what
Fuck
Trump
law and order. He
wants.
talking about about defunding
It's exactly
the police.
what Trump
when did Joe Biden
wants.
come out and say defund the police?
Voter
When did he come out and say
apathy.
that? He did not say defund the police.
he
just
wouldn't say
like
that.
Trump.
He wouldn't
He
say
just
that.
not.
You
a-
guys are telling out your mouths
Trump
that
is more
presidents do not change your life, but then you're going to condemn
Who said
Biden
that?
for that stuff.
Wait, I
Stop
didn't say
acting that way.
No, I'm not condemning him. I'm telling y'all that
Biden has made mistakes.
Trump is just an idiot by saying stuff in front of the camera, spewing stuff. But when your actions don't do anything that your words match up to, you're just as worse. as
Here's
Trump
the
is.
actions. Trump
Period.
doesn't respect anybody. And it shows in
What
everything
rich white
he
man
does.
do? What rich white old man do? Biden is an old rich white man, and y'all think he
I'm
respects
saying
anybody?
you think
Hell
Biden-
no.
All I'm saying is Trump wins with that kind of talk because
Oh,
it's voter
God.
apathy and it's blaming everyone for the same problem.
He just got on Trump too.
I just
I
got
I
it.
get it.
I think he's an
But
idiot.
how
I
old
agree.
is Joe Biden? Y'all act
But
like
Trump
he's
is
a-
banking on
he's
people
an
not
old,
voting
rich
because
white
they're
dude.
saying everybody's the problem.
He's an old rich white dude just like Trump, and y'all think he has a
But
different...
Bezos and Gates, those people are
what
way
I'm-
more the problem than any of them.
What I'm saying
And the
is,
thing that's making me mad is they said non-voters, that's like a vote for Trump. Like, or if you tell them you voted and then you say, well, I'm going to write somebody in, they say, well, no, you should vote for Biden. Like, at first, this is my problem. At first...
Voter suppression's been real over this time.
At first, no voting. Okay, so at first, no voting was a problem. But then when you say, okay, I'm registered to vote, but I'm going to write somebody in. Now that's a problem. No, people want you to vote for Biden. That's what they want you to do. They want you to vote for Biden over Trump because Trump is the lesser of, or Biden is the lesser of two evils. Biden is the lesser of two evils.
Exactly. We get that. But that doesn't mean that's the problem, though, is because everybody focuses on just the vote of the president and then stops talking about politics until the next election.
no, you
You
gotta
have to
know
keep
it's
pushing the
definitely more.
politics to do stuff.
It's
But
definitely
the
more
problem
aspects
is
of
all
the
the
president.
rich
It's
ass
definitely more than the
people
president.
are paying for the politicians to continue to change the laws for them.
That's a
we
fair
are
argument
just
that he's
all
better than Trump. Yeah,
just chilling with that
that's
stuff.
But
That's a
how do we
fair
know
argument.
he's better than Trump? Because he's not spewing hate.
He's not spewing hate and stuff.
We got
I
to see
guess
him being a president.
they say he
this time.
don't give them the confidence and stuff. He don't give certain people the confidence and stuff. So
Like-
I understand where you're coming
Like
from.
with
That's the thing.
sports, you cannot
Yeah,
have.
I thought Bill Clinton was
So
president.
Rod, tell me this.
True.
Any sport team you've been on, if your coach was a negative, disrespectful piece of crap, do you really think your team would have thrived?
No, it don't.
It probably would have created a lot of tension. It probably would have created a lot of negativity throughout the whole squad. And probably would have created a lot of situations between others on the team because of how both of them are dealing with the BS that they deal with the coach. And that's what this is like right now. We all have to deal with the BS that's going on with Trump and all the stuff he's spewing, all that stuff. And we need to stop letting all that hate win.
All I'm
Because
saying-
clearly if he wins again, it's just showing that everything he said is
I
cool.
don't, Julie,
Because
I
that
really
means
don't.
it's
Explain
right.
it. Explain
I
it.
really don't understand why
Yeah,
y'all rather have
fixed.
Biden over Trump because, like, Joe just brought up something.
Well, it's
He
fixed
said
if
that
we all
now-
say we're not going
He
to
said
vote.
that
Trump, the hatred-
Joe said,
I
Joe
understand
said,
the
Joe
hatred
said
part.
now that Joe said
Spewing
that
haters.
Joe said now that how both people going through bullshit and then that makes you just clash. But this is my point though. I don't give a damn who's in office. Black people always go through this type of shit. I feel like the reason why people are so
But it is beyond
You
politics.
want to fix it another
no,
way.
Look, I really feel like
That's
the
why
reason
it's about the voice.
Forget
It's not
about
even
president. What about the
politics.
other
But hold on,
positions?
time out.
Judges.
But Mike, wait, hold on. Before I go on to that, let me tell you, because I've been wanting to say this. I really feel like now you have even a lot more white people. Not saying Joe, because Joe never was on this, but a lot more white people that I know, older white people that possibly voted for Trump in 2016. Now, 4 years later, y'all all of a sudden had a fucking turnaround. What about all the racism?
Well,
shit
Rod,
that's
I'm going to
no,
be real.
that's weak
I
as
know
fuck.
people that
It took
voted for
4
Trump.
years.
I know people that voted for Trump that had no idea he was going to be like he was. And that's ignorant. That's fine.
How?
You definitely had to know
That's
that.
what- that's
You
what
definitely
I'm
had to
saying.
like.
What do you mean?
I don't buy that.
He was on
I
The
don't buy that.
Apprentice. He was a joke.
Dude, you
Yo,
gotta know.
no, he
you
was
gotta
not what he
know.
was-
You
no.
gotta know. There's no way
You
that's an
gotta know.
excuse, and they don't want you to know that they voted for him. To be
That's what I'm
honest,
saying.
like
You
you
know.
really
And all
gotta
of a
know.
sudden, in 4
Because he
years,
came with that.
out of all
Joe,
the
he
racist
came with
stuff
that
they
attitude
saw,
right
out
away.
of all the racist stuff they saw, now my point. Let me get back to my point. Out of all the racist stuff they saw, now 4 years did it for y'all. That this man just gotta go.
So
you
that's
know,
what I'm
wait,
saying.
no, wait,
So
hold on.
you
We
want
don't
second
wanna-
chances, but people can't
I know people,
realign
they definitely
themselves.
get second chances, but you know why? The reason why I tell Joe this and I tell other people this: if you're not doing that out of genuine, if you're not being genuine, don't do it at all. I feel like the only reason some white people are doing it because they're scared.
Well,
They're
no,
fucking
I actually,
scared
I believe that
they're
people
uncertain
like,
what's next.
I believe that people
They're
like
scared.
Biden are actually changing because they're realizing.
People gotta listen
They're
to what you're
realizing
saying.
that
They gotta listen
they-
to what you're saying instead of just always
That's what I'm
disagreeing
saying,
and saying
no,
you're
no,
wrong.
there's
That's
a-
what you don't agree with.
Even
You gotta
like,
listen.
I changed Hepburn's mind about this because at first Peter
I'm
was trying
telling
to
you,
sell
there's
stuff.
people
No.
that have changed their mind
I
about
changed my
their
mind about that.
thoughts because of how evil Trump looks. They're like, damn, Damn.
evil he looked.
You
He
worried-
does, and what he says, and it's like, whoa,
Don't worry
actually,
about
I've been
external-
part of this
Joe,
Don't worry
too.
about something
Joe,
externally.
Joe, what I'm saying
You
is,
gotta
Joe,
fix
Like,
it
there's a
internally.
guilt through a
Joe.
lot of people.
Joe, what about the people who were sitting in those politician rooms making decisions on people that they knew was going to ruin kids, families, and lives forever? What about them that was in those rooms
We
saying
just
that?
talked about before
and
this
they saw
stuff,
this
the
evil.
shadow government stuff. I don't want to hear about that shit.
What about shadow? That's just an excuse to me.
But
Joe
Joe-
Biden was no
It's
shadow
not an
government.
excuse.
He's been
The
in the
people with the
government.
money are the ones that control this country.
Joe Biden. So you act like, okay, so they still got money. Now that Joe Biden's going to be president, if they controlled him in 95 when he was making these dumb laws and laws against black people, what makes you they want to control him in 2020?
Because people,
Oh, because he
people
changed.
all have this argument, and people want to be so involved in politics about the election, who they're going to vote for, and then right when it happens, you're done with politics, and they stop talking about politics to get back to their life.
Always
And
done.
no one pushes
No, we
stuff
gotta-
on
we
politics.
gotta-
No one
we gotta talk
pushes
through it. We gotta
change.
talk
No
through
one
it.
pushes none of the things they actually want. They just talk about who you need to vote for and why the other person's bad. They don't talk about why that person's good. You're not even giving reasons.
For
You
me,
just try to
like
bash
I
the other
said
person.
earlier, change comes from the community, and then also it comes from action. I don't want to hear about no plans no more. I want to see a cop get life in prison for killing somebody.
You want to see action, yeah.
I want
yeah.
to see a cop get. I want to see a
That
great
has
white
He
cop
said the
get life.
same thing.
I want to
He
see
said the same thing.
Philando
He
cop
wanted-
get
he
life.
wanted to see
I want to
action.
see George Zimmerman get life.
But
I
why
don't
does
want to see
Biden,
nobody
why does
else in
Biden
office.
have to do with?
Everybody
anything?
has to do that, and anybody that's a
That's
higher
the point.
official- And they
Everyone.
haven't been doing it.
So everyone's
None of them.
everyone's wrong.
Yeah,
Exactly.
everybody in
So
politics
stop blaming Biden more than Trump.
Well, he's a part of. I'm not.
Man,
y'all
y'all
the one
funny as
blaming
hell.
Trump more than Biden. I'm saying that Biden is just like Trump. I'm not blaming Biden more.
He's
I'm
not.
saying they're the same. Yes,
Everyone's their own person.
they're the same. It's just Biden is not as big mouth and brash as Trump.
That's
They're
what I
the
mean.
same.
So you're gonna pick and choose who's evil and
So
who's
arrogant.
horrible and who's not.
He
Evil
don't know
Joe,
what
he's
he's
had a
doing.
whole like
So
Donald
it's
Trump
like-
didn't make a point in that debate. He's like, you've been in Congress for 47 years. I've been here for 47 months. Don't act like you're pure. He's been there for 47 years, Joe. That's almost double me in your
But he's
life.
saying that because he knows he
I'm
has
saying,
taken
Joe,
advantage
you really-
and leashed off of
Joe, just
everything
answer
and
the
done that
question, though.
stuff.
Just answer my question I'm about to ask you.
What?
He's been in Congress for 47 years.
What does that mean?
Do you not think
How
he's
many
stuck
people are in
his ways?
Congress, Rod?
Do you not think
How many
he's stuck
people are in
his
Congress,
ways?
Rod?
Do you not
How
think
many
he's
people
stuck
are
his ways?
in Congress?
I'm saying, but he's running for president.
How many people are in Congress
He's
right
running
now?
for president.
How many people are in the House of Congress?
535.
Okay,
535.
so one person, that means he
He's
did
running
all
for
that?
president, though. No, I'm asking you, though. But you
He
have
was one vote in every single bill
Well, he
out
was
of
a part of
500
the
plus.
party system that we all don't agree, but he was a part of that party.
Exactly.
He was the only one that.
So he was
agreed
just
with that.
one little small cog in the machine that probably went along things that he shouldn't have went along that he's
No, but he's not-
apologized for.
my
No, Rod
point
said
is-
during the
my-
debate.
My point is,
He was for
he was
the
a
bill.
part of that.
He was
It wasn't
Exactly.
just
for the
him.
bill.
And
He's not the only one that was on
he
that
even
bill.
He's not the
apologized.
only one who made the decision.
A majority
but he was
passed
for.
it.
He was
So,
for.
what's
he- he
535?
You
was-
guys didn't even watch the debate.
But I'm saying, what's
Because he literally
535
said that he
divided by
screwed
two?
that up and that he was wrong.
No,
about
I
it.
did watch the
So
debate.
you
He
don't
said he
get
screwed up,
you
but
don't
he
get to just
still-
say that.
he
You don't
still-
get to just say
Yeah,
it.
he
straight
still
up.
did
Like as a
both.
cop, you don't get
Yeah.
to just say, "Oh my gun slipped. Now I killed your brother and shot him
So,
3 times."
Mike,
You don't get to fucking just tell me
so
you
people
slipped.
He
can't
said it was
learn.
a mistake,
People
but
can't
dude,
change
he
and
said
learn.
that.
No,
People
he
can't learn and change.
He's been in Congress for
You can
47
learn to
years.
change, yes. As
Oh.
you
That don't
get
make
older,
sense
no,
to
you
me.
can learn to change.
I don't
Like
get
I said,
that.
10 years, Ron
Why
made-
can't those
Ron
people
made the
learn?
advocate for voting. In 10 years,
Why
some
can't
people
they
don't
have?
get
They see Trump just like we do. Why couldn't they
He
see
needs to
Trump
go
and
through his
realign their
stuff.
shit
He's
and
had
realize
all
that
the
they're at
reasons to
fault?
change.
You gotta let him go.
Oh my
You gotta
God.
let- I don't know.
Just
Let
another
him live
bit.
through it right now.
You
You gotta
had-
live through
You
it.
have
That's
all
what
the
it is.
resources to change, and you still haven't changed.
I respect
That's
everybody's opinion,
everyone,
man.
Rod. So stop blaming Biden more than Trump. Like you,
He
that's
didn't
what I mean.
mention
I'm not
all
blaming
by
Trump.
Trump.
Trump
He's-
never changed.
No, what
Trump
Rod
is the
doing is really
same.
asking
Trump
you
has created
questions.
this type
I'm
of
not.
thought, man.
But
No,
Joe,
it's not. I'm
every-
not.
but
You
Joe,
act like I'm
everything
saying
you're
he's.
doing-
That's what I'm saying. You're taking it as I'm putting Biden more than Trump. Trump never changed. Trump is who he is. That's why I say I like him. He
Evil.
is who he
Don't
is.
say you like
I
him,
don't like
though.
him, but I'm saying I'm saying I respect
That
that
shit
more.
is sick.
But I
You like that
respect-
he's
No,
exposed.
I don't like it. I
Dude,
respect
watch
it
the
more
fucking-
that he is what he is.
Oh, you expect more that he's
A
actually
straight,
blatantly showing his
evil,
No, Rod-
disrespectful bigot.
Rod saying he's blatantly showing it. He's not hiding
A
it.
lot of them rich
So he
white
don't
dudes are
respect Biden
ignorant, Joe.
deceiving
A lot
them.
of
That's
rich
your
white
choice
men.
to assume
a lot
that
of
everyone
rich-
is. I know they are. We already talked about how a lot of rich white people are
And is he rich?
sociopaths
Is Joe
and
Biden
not
rich?
do that
Let's
stuff.
go.
Is he rich and old? Is Joe Biden
You're
rich and
not
old?
listening to
Let's
shit.
go. Let's get on another topic though.
For real, you don't listen. You just want to be right.
I'm not
No, this
talking
ain't about being racist. Difference of opinion.
You
really,
the one
it's
saying
all
that.
this
No,
difference
because
of
you're saying
opinion.
I'm saying something that I'm trying to check.
You
up
were
for.
trying to tell me
Acting
that
like Biden is
Biden
worse
is
than
perfect,
Trump.
and I never said that.
And I'm telling you, he just as bad as Trump? And you're saying no. And you're saying no because he don't blatantly come out and say certain stuff and say hate stuff. You don't have to say hate stuff to be just
It
worse than
has
Trump.
nothing to do with
You
racism.
can have the
or anything.
research, Joe. You have
The
all the
way
knowledge in the
Trump
world
talks
to
to
see that
people
something that's
is
wrong
worse.
and what's right, and you still choose what's wrong. And that's what Joe Biden has done. He saw that law that he signed could break up families.
You don't talk to
can hurt
people in
kids,
real life how Trump
and that's
talks
what
to
he did.
people. No one
people do.
does.
Some
You
people
don't
do.
talk to nobody like Trump talks to
Some
people.
people do.
Not
Hey, man,
you
all I
don't
gotta
though.
say is-
And that's not how people should
I
act.
hope-
And that's why he is worse than Biden.
Yes, I
He's
do.
straight up
I
evil.
do.
He's disrespectfully talk.
I hope
I
Biden
do
wins.
hope Biden win, so black
I-
people can see that ain't shit gonna change for us. That cops still gonna be killing black folks.
That's
We gotta be self-sufficient.
Ron, you
with
just talked about you getting off that negative ass attitude, and that's all this
Well, I
is.
am about.
There's
I am-
no
Actually,
difference
I-
in
I-
my thoughts
I am
with your
about-
negativity.
I'm gonna get off the negative stuff about my feelings about how I decide to keep going, but I don't think that I don't think that for
No.
society that's not
At
gonna
a
happen.
human
That's
level,
gonna
the way Trump talks to
I'll
other
play
people
Biden because
is
of
straight evil in any aspect. It has nothing to do with anything else.
That
You
you-
don't talk to people how
Yes,
Trump
Ashley.
talks to people.
I don't
Ashley,
respect-
what do
I
you
don't
mean?
respect
Why
Trump.
do y'all think why is that disappointing? Because I respect that a white person don't like me. Because I know that I don't have to be
I get
around
what
them.
I'm saying, though.
I don't want a racist white person around me to act like they like Joe, who really like me. Joe, I'm not saying Joe racist, but I want somebody to act like they like Joe towards me, like they're brother. They fucking cool, and then they're racist. No.
Why
Show
are
me
you
that you're
going
Donald
to
Trump.
make that claim that Biden's like that? Are you kidding me?
Because he's had a lot
Joe,
of examples to
come
show us
on.
that he's like that.
So
He's
you
had
just
a lot of examples
No.
to show me. Yes,
No,
he
y'all
has.
ain't
Under
being
Obama
fair. No,
administration.
y'all-
And Joe, don't bring up
y'all
this
ain't
comment.
being fair
He
to
was the
people.
VP for 8
Y'all ain't being
years.
fair to people. This society has fucked up everyone's brains and made everybody sheep on this shit,
Thank
bro.
you, Tang. I don't like politicians putting on their face to please the public, and that's what Biden is
I do
doing.
hope Biden wins.
Me
I
too.
do.
I pray he win.
Dude,
I
Trump
pray
already
Biden
had his point about all this shit. We don't need 4 more years of it. It's evil.
We'll see, man. We're a month away from it. We're a month away.
I pray he win. I pray Biden win.
Because, like I say, we all care about our family mental health, and most of them.
I pray Biden
on
win.
Biden.
I do too, because
lot
you
of
will
shit.
really
A lot of
see
shit.
how you
So,
are wrong
I
in this
hope
shit.
y'all happy to
I don't
hear
think
that.
so. He was Obama's VP, and I don't really think that Obama did much for us. Really,
We know that.
That's just me. So, like, I really don't think Joe Biden gonna do much for the black man. Didn't do much for us. So,
You're gonna see a more of a vessel for change than we see now. Trump stopping every way that we could ever have
the
change.
first vessel of change for me would be convict
We
Breonna
gotta be
Taylor's
self-sufficient
killers,
with it.
convict Breonna Taylor's killers, and George Floyd. All 4 of those cops get at least 25
Exactly what
years
Ashley
in
said.
prison.
It's okay for someone to be like Trump, but not to run the presidency.
That's
as
why I
Trump.
said I really hope
It's simple.
that Biden wins. Because then
All right, y'all, we
gonna talk.
we're gonna move on to the last topic of the day. Got 2 shows. The real talk section be going. The last topic of the day. God, it's tough to. Yeah, that should have been the last topic because it's tough to go on from that to this.
Yeah,
But we're going to this one. When you start dating a woman, and Mike, you probably get you married James Mary, so y'all don't ask this. But y'all
Yeah,
can because y'all have history with this. When you start dating a woman consistently, like y'all hanging out, chilling, going on dates, yada yada yada, is there a time frame that she should let you hit it?
You go ahead. You answer that. You answer
Hell
that. What-
yeah.
It's a time frame. 90 days too long.
90
Steve
days,
Harvey
that's
sat
what,
in the
3 months?
game. Yep.
Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey sat in the game.
90 days. I don't know. It all depends on how often y'all hanging out. We hanging out half the week, going on a date here and there every couple weeks. I was saying the first 30 days, you should let me cry.
Nah, what if you really into her and stuff, and she say wait and stuff? As you get older and stuff, you
Well, she-
you
you
really
said if she
you really
said
want to
wait-
meet somebody on a different type
If she
of
told me
level.
to wait till marriage, then it's a wrap.
Oh, not wait to marriage. Just wait till she gets to know you a little bit better and stuff like that. And it may take 6 months.
Whenever she feel comfortable. Yeah, right, that's true. Whenever she feel comfortable. But 6 months is too long. And that's when you just start to get ignored. Now, I'm just let me stop.
Trump literally sounds like he's from the 1940s. God damn.
Yeah, he do.
What the hell?
What about
Law and order.
what
Whenever
about-
she
Law and
wants.
order.
Whenever she wants.
Yeah, whenever she wants. But Ashley, what do you mean if I'm I say
200 days.
Yeah, you're gonna be single. No, I'm
200 days.
That's 6 months, 6.5, 7 months.
Yeah, that's
No,
about 6
what
and a
I'm
half.
saying is, yeah, you're right, Ashley.
Go get beat.
That's her business. Why do y'all niggas feel like y'all own
Y'all owed anything.
anything? What do you mean? If I'm spending my time with you, my money,
Right, what's the incentive
and
to keep
what
going?
do you mean? What's the point of having you around and other chicks around if they let
I'm
me?
on my way, right? Oh, okay, Rod, I see. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
What's
Y'all out of pocket.
what's the thing?
But I ain't saying nothing,
like,
Julian.
I'm just saying,
I ain't saying
what's the thing about having that to be a preference if like we spending time on spending money and we've been around
We
each
did
other.
sports first, Pop. We did sports first.
And we've been around each other. Like, what's the problem with that? If I said 30 days, like what? I ain't saying the first night. What about you?
What do you have an opinion
Why
on?
you have an opinion on it?
Basically, they said a
Well,
woman
I got an
has
opinion
woman
on it
has an
actually
opinion.
because it's a good topic to talk about. I want to see what y'all saying. Shit, a dude be wanting some. Like what?
What's the incentive, right? Of keep trying.
And
Keep
females have a
trying,
secret day
keep
one. I didn't say
trying,
day one.
keep
I
trying,
didn't say day one.
keep trying.
But
It's like, man.
I didn't say day one. But don't try to make me wait half a year or a year to give it up if you really like me and we've been hanging out and cooling and cordial and having a good time and you've been having a good time. I really feel like
It's up to the girl, and if the dude don't like it, like I say, like you just
But if you
do your thing, or
that
you
the
just
woman you like isn't sleeping with you, move on. Yeah, facts. If
you,
I
like
feel like
say
this-
you move
if I
on, do
feel
your
like that's
thing,
my
or
point.
yeah.
30 days. Yeah, Drew, I said the same thing. And if I feel like it's time and she ain't trying to give it up, then yeah, you're right. I'm gonna move around because, like I said, I get it wrong with somebody else for real, and they appreciate that motherfucker too. James, what you feel? You feel like I'm tripping?
Not at
The
all.
women in here
Jason, not at all.
Not at
Dead.
all.
She don't want to
Elaborate
do it.
a
Why do you
little bit,
feel some
Jay.
type of- I ain't feeling no type of way, actually, but I just think it's weird that you, out of everybody, you spending a lot of time with me consistently.
But he
going
didn't
out
say
to
the
eat.
first date though,
We
or
going
the
out-
first night.
I
He
said
didn't say
30
the first date.
days. I said 30
Rod
days.
is wild though.
We consistently going out to eat. We hanging out. We spending time. You like me. I like you. I like your company. You like my company. What is the problem with giving it up in the first 30 days? Like, what? Am I tweaking or what?
Let's get it in.
Is this your way of doing what
I
you
mean,
said?
come
Oh,
on.
This your real life problem? No, Mookie, it ain't my real life problem. Usually, you guys need to do better with your time. You can't win for losing with men. Stop clocking her cat. Wow, nobody's clocking the cat. What are you ladies talking about? Yes, I'm single. James, what do you guys say? I'm sorry for cutting you off. What you got to say to this?
So, like, you know, it depends on each situation always. So, like, if there's a
Yes.
clear reason on why it can't be done, obviously the man shouldn't be so stuck on a number.
Facts.
But if there's, like, if
Yeah,
y'all bumping
yeah.
it and y'all, like you said, men have needs too. We need incentive to keep trying, to keep taking our shot. It only goes for so long. To a certain point, it's just like, okay, if you do like me, if you're not gonna take care of me, then I'm just gonna. I don't know what else is a man to do, you know. So I think I wouldn't be so stuck
I
on
was-
like 30 days.
Like I say, I would say don't put a number on it like that.
But you know what I'm saying. Like,
But ain't
it
nobody
just gets
about
to a point.
yeah.
Nobody told them.
If
I'm
you
not
just-
going to tell a girl you got 30 days to sleep with me. I'm saying I literally have a timer in my head basically saying like, we're hanging out. Like, man, you funny as fuck. I'm screaming. We're hanging out. We're around each other. And I'm just like, and like, I'm not even the type of bold guy to just go for it. So like, you literally have to throw it to me. But I'm saying if I made a hint at it like, baby, you know, what's good with that? Like, blah, blah. And you just, after a while, yes, you're going to move around.
Yeah, but like
Like
200
seriously.
days and stuff.
Yeah, 200
days.
days. Yeah, stop.
I ain't saying that's long, but what I'm
Right.
saying is like,
That's
what
long.
are you doing? What are you
That's
guys
long.
doing?
200
you guys-
days.
I'm saying, are you guys?
And if we kiss, then we probably get
That's
touch each
what I'm
other.
saying.
In 200 days.
What type of
Oh,
stuff are you
hell
doing
no.
before that stuff?
I roll my eyes at
Are you
Wow.
spending the night on dates and stuff? Are you spending the night? So
But you know
like
what?
every situation different, man.
Thank you,
Y'all-
Tay. That's what I'm saying. If y'all hanging out 3-4 nights a week,
If y'all were professional athletes, though, y'all go in the club, and
it's not subliminal at
if
all.
a woman
Skip
don't
y'all.
give you one dance, if she
Professional
don't give it to you
athletes,
that night, you go.
Professional athletes live a
You
different
know what I'm saying?
life.
So
They
it's
live a
like
different life.
there's a threshold.
Yeah, if I meet you in the club, you ain't got 30 days. Laugh myself. You scared to go for what?
Professional
What you
life,
want,
your ego can get high with that. Professional,
I'm not
Your
scared
ego
to go
can get
for what
high,
I
'cause you
want.
really
I'm
can
just
get
not
anyone
that.
you
I'm
want.
just not that type of.
wait one dance. If
I'm
she-
not type that brash of a guy, Jazz. I'm not that type of just saying, look, let me get it there. She come around and then be like, okay, this is not what I want, and I'm looking stupid and embarrassed. Rarely does that happen, but I don't want to be that type of dude. And like I said, I'm Ashley keep acting like I'm out here being ignorant, putting time on women. I'm not putting the time on nothing. I'm simply saying like there's certain
That's
things.
what I'm saying.
Let me check my calendar.
Facts.
15 days to go. 15
really
days
funny.
off, 15 days to go.
What you think? I'm tripping? What you think?
What? I don't know, man.
If you hang out with a chick 4 days a week, y'all go out twice a month or twice a week, every 2
Mine
weeks.
went off.
Every 2 weeks,
Ooh.
my
Oh,
phone just
good.
died.
Oh, they did it. Okay.
Every my phone died. Every 2 weeks, Joe. Then what? I'm saying what?
Oh, we
Am I tweaking?
No, I think we're good.
Be real. This is the real
I don't
talk
know.
section. Be real with it.
I'm gonna be real. In any scenario that's the case, I don't think I'm gonna be worried
Time
about
got
it.
paused. I don't know.
It probably would have happened.
It might be good.
And if it didn't,
Wow,
then
it's a sport for me. That's crazy.
It's a
That's
sport.
crazy. She said it's like a sport for me because first off, let me put it to y'all like this. I don't take every single female I talk to on dates. So I feel like if I take you on dates,
Julian, I'm dead. He said, "What if it's day 30? It's a time of the month."
No, it's not. Well,
Well, there's a 5-day grace period.
Hey! Oh my God, Julian is ignorant. But look, and you ignorant just over the West. If I don't actually, it's not a sport to me. Real talk. I'm not even trying to be funny. It's not a sport to me, but I'm looking at it like this, for real. Like all honesty aside. My point is, it's not a sport. First off, I don't take every girl out on a date. I don't hang out with a chick. Like right now when I'm single, I don't hang out with chicks, a chick like multiple days in a row. I don't give my time like that because I really don't have time. I work, I hang out, I work 3 jobs, I hang out with the guys, so I really don't have time. I feel like if I'm giving up a lot of what I like to do in my interest and I'm doing it for you, and we're going out on top of that and I'm showing you I'm interested in you.
Oh, you spending money?
No, it
I'm
ain't even
spending
about the
money.
We can go to a date to the park. I'm spending time with you. I'm with you. I'm taking my own interests that I did before I met you and putting them to the side to see where this can go. Yes, I would expect something in return. Like, damn.
At some point.
Because half the time, I bet I'm paying for the dates. So, okay, at least give a nigga a gift card or something. Damn, like, if you ain't gonna give me no draws, give me a gift card or something. Like, for real.
Bro, you want a hug?
A hug or something, you know what I'm saying, James? A hug or something, a hug, a pat on the back, a kiss on the cheek. God damn. Women be trying to act like, because y'all will sit here and say that sex is a big part of the relationship, but it's funny that before you even get in a relationship, when you start to court a guy, girl start to court you, you act like it's a problem that you got to give it up to him. Or you feel like women really feel
No,
like
you
they
do
have
get
to
skeptical
give
why
it
you
up
hold
time.
it, though. You do get skeptical why you hold it so long and stuff. I ain't gonna lie.
That's what I'm
So
saying. If she
no,
hold
you
it
do
for
get
like
skeptical.
7 months, I'm like, is it another dude around? Like, what? Like, no. So
Even if you don't bring it up, you always skeptical. Like,
That's
oh,
what
no,
you're
why
saying.
you? It's like I said, it's a sport.
Julian talking about you paying for sex. In a way, every guy paid for sex unless you just hit a girl in the first night. Come on now, don't do me, Julian. I done did that a lot of times.
But
You ain't tricking. Like,
the word is true though. You literally are saying, I'm spending my time and my money.
spending my time and money.
What
yeah,
am I
basic
getting in
stuff. That's not
return?
really paying for sex, so I don't
Well,
think.
that's
But
not
I'm
paying
just
for
saying
sex.
I
that
think
word.
paying for sex, but
That's
that's
not-
tricking. You
that's
paying
not
for
right. It's the real
$80.
talk sex.
You
You
can
talking
argue
real.
all you want,
I'm
but
paying for time.
I'm being real.
He's
Saying
paying
that
for
if
attention.
I spend my money and my time,
You
I
can't
should
take
get
that on
this
a
shit.
date.
Just
I
say
feel
that.
like my time and money is valuable. Yeah.
Okay.
Why does she have to reward you with sex?
And
She
I
can't
feel like
reward you
she
with the same
valuable, so I'm
energy.
doing it with her. So I feel like,
Like
yes.
James
I
said,
think
we
you
got
need to
needs.
figure out what sex
Like
means to
James said,
her
you got needs
before you
too,
go
yo.
along all this stuff expecting something.
What you say, Joe?
I think you need to figure out what sex means to her if you're really going to go along expecting something.
Yeah.
They told why
What
can't
do you
she
mean
reward
it
you
mean
with the
to
same
her?
energy?
What do
Because-
you mean to me, sir? Like, oh, you mean like, is it going to go to another level if we have
Why is
sex?
sex reward?
No,
It
you're
don't
not going to
gotta
get married.
Why is it a reward
What
though?
is the reward, Ashley? What is the
It don't
reward?
gotta be reward, but like Jay, I agree with James. You got need. We got needs.
She giving up her time too. Yeah, she giving up her time, but don't gotta spend no money. What the hell? Like, women kill me with that because hold on,
See,
Well, everyone's giving
trick.
something though.
women kill.
Oh no, dudes
Women,
definitely be
wait,
tricking.
women kill me with that because look, just say if a woman wanted to get D, y'all start
Yeah,
dating,
definitely
right?
be tricking.
Just say if y'all talking 3 weeks and a woman all on you and she hopping all on you and she wanted from you. Oh shit. And she wanted from you. And you say, well, you know what? I'm just not ready after 20 days. I guarantee you she go to the
kind of
next
people
day.
that will fulfill them.
Wow.
That's
See,
true,
that's that
Ashley.
negative Nancy
I bought you drink,
talk,
now give me the
bro.
booty. No,
What
it
they
ain't
saying
like
is the
that,
woman
man.
choice. If the woman wanted to get some and you told her
But
no,
what if, hey, Rod, let's just bring it back. Okay, what if the woman just got out of a 3-year relationship and you're the first guy that she's kind of go on dates with and she doesn't want to fuck it up and doesn't want to go in too early and she wants to wait because she cares about your ass?
And she needs to explain that.
she need
Okay?
to talk about that.
Communication
First
is
off,
key.
I'm not.
Communication
First
both
off, I'm
ways.
not taking
If
no
sex
date.
matters that much to you, you got to say
Time
that.
out.
Exactly.
Time out.
So it's
No,
both
you're
ways.
right. You're
Yep.
right, but that
Yep.
was talked about. But first off, if you tell me you got a
Communicate,
relationship
Ashley. I
after
would
3
say
years,
let's
I'm not
communicate
taking your
though.
ass on a date for the simple fact of you and your ex ain't done. Trust me, I done had an ex where we done dated for over 3 years, and it wasn't done. And it was so if
Yeah.
you tell me you just got a relationship at 3 years, I'm gonna leave you alone for about a year, sweetie, to let me see if that's real. Let me see if there ain't no more going back to him and ain't no more playing around. Because I'm gonna tell you this. Now, if another dude is involved, you got me spending my money and spending my
can
time
understand,
with
bro.
you, and you got another dude involved that you've been around for 3 years, oh yeah, you better be giving up some ass, or your ass is grass. Yeah.
Some people get to the point too where they don't care about not having sex either, though. Dude,
I'm gonna tell you that right
dude.
now. And let me
Boy,
get
Some boys get to the point where they
Bro,
respect the woman's
you
wishes
gotta
too,
get-
though.
Rodney to be cut out.
So it depends on the
I
person, man.
definitely
It depends
respect
on the
women's
person.
wishes, man. Y'all acting like I'm just this type of dude.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Joe. Come on, Princess.
Okay,
Don't even
Joe.
go to a real one. Wow. Y'all giving Joe all this credit like I'm out here just bashing women. No, that's not the case. I'm the type of guy that wait for the woman, but damn it, you're not gonna sit here and try to make.
Basically, communicate it. Let's
whole year.
communicate with it. Let's communicate about it.
Let's communicate about sex.
Cause like I agree with James, man. You got needs, man, for real.
And they say sex is a
People
big
get
part of a
beat.
relationship. So, what percentage of sex do y'all think is part of a relationship then?
What if she spent her
What?
money too? Is it
Why are you putting up percentages and numbers, man? You gotta
I'm
get
saying
all
because
that
some
money.
people talk about this, and let's talk about
I
it.
mean,
like,
at the end of the day,
what percentage of a relationship have to do with sex?
I mean, at what stage of life?
I don't know.
You married. I'm
What
saying
percent-
before
what
you was
percent of your
married,
life-
married.
What percent of your life?
Now, your
what percent of your
stage
life has to do with sex?
Probably like 20.
I mean, I guess it's just whatever you choose.
Depends on how long you live, though,
If
too. It all depends on how long you live.
you want to be a fuck bunny, then be a fuck bunny.
You're doing this
If you
for-
don't want to be, then don't be.
He
It
says you
seems
don't
like it's
want to
everybody
be
what it
fuck
is.
Yeah, communication's key.
Some people want to bang like jackrabbits.
Look, sex,
Yeah,
people don't.
that's true.
sex ain't a big deal for me.
Because sometimes you might not can't be together because, like you say, some person gotta have their sex and some people don't.
I'm not
So that's
saying,
true, Ray Ray.
I'm just saying sex ain't a big deal for me if I just hang out
You
with
gotta
one
find a
time,
person
we talk one
compatible with
time.
you.
But to me, like,
Yeah, right.
I
So-
gave y'all the clean scenario. I said,
But like what Princess said, so you say you spend all this time and money. What if she does and spends the time and money the exact same way?
What if she pay for her own meals and stuff? No, I get
So
it.
then you need to be the one that
well,
initiates.
that's more of a friend zone type of shit. She paying for her own meals, y'all. Like, that's more a friend zone, so ain't no sex involved. Ain't no sex, but I'm talking, y'all, I
Sex
get,
is 85% honest.
wow, but see, she talking about I'm a sex head, but sex is 85% of relationship to her.
Don't let women fool you. Women need
That's
it too,
crazy.
though.
But not,
Women
but
need it
I'm
too,
saying,
though.
but I'm crazy for saying 30 days. You got to get that motherfucker. Oh my
Because
god.
there's no number.
But she said
They basically-
85%.
but-
Wow,
no,
time's a
but
social
basically she
concept,
said-
man. I'm
Look,
just
she
saying.
said 85%, but she's saying it's her choice
Dinner
whenever
is
she
not.
want
Do
to.
y'all know what tricking is? Dinner is not tricking. I didn't say dinner
No,
was
I
tricking.
said that.
They
I
said
said
dinner
dinner's
was
not tricking. Yeah, I said dinner's not tricking.
Dinner is not tricking.
I agree
at
with
all.
that. Dinner's not tricking at all.
Fuck that.
I
Dinner
mean,
ain't
getting
tricking.
food is just an intimate moment in general.
You
so
definitely,
if you choose
Ashley,
to spend
this,
time
I'm
with
a
that
dinner
Dinner's-
person.
y'all.
Yeah,
You
dinner's
have
not
to-
tricking to me.
You have to communicate, but I gave y'all a clear-cut scenario. I gave y'all a clear-cut scenario of what this was. I said,
Tricking is if it
I
ain't your
said-
girl and you buy her
Look.
Louis Vuitton purses at the store and
Yeah, you
stuff.
tricking.
That's tricking.
motherfucker can't even.
You buy her, yeah,
Motherfucker
and
can't
y'all
even
ain't
get-
taking
if
that
you
ain't your
if
chick.
you ain't my girl, you
Yeah.
can't even get double cheeseburger.
That's
out
what
of
I'm
me.
saying, that's
I'm
tricking.
saying if I ain't interested in you, I ain't take you out to eat. You ain't get double cheeseburger out of me. You ain't get none of that out of me. I'm
And
sorry.
you know,
I'm
a
sorry.
lot of them athletes fly out. A lot of these girls be tricking on them.
Rod,
Yeah,
you tell me this. So I take the girl to McDonald's, or I take the girl to Red Lobster. Do I get more at Red Lobster? Do I get more after that date?
Wait, what was the
I'm
question?
just saying. I'm just
Hell
talking
yeah,
BS.
you do it. You take a red lobster. Y'all can be real with you. She got lobster.
I agree.
What,
I
wait,
agree,
what
man.
deal you can sell his stand up? You order steak and
Which
lobster.
one?
A side of
Oh,
dick
yeah.
come with that.
Yeah, it be funny though.
Dale Hindley was like,
Say what he said.
Dale Hindley was like, you gotta look at the menu if you're a female, because you go out and order dinner, you order steak and lobster, you know a side of dick come with that. Oh
Hey,
God,
man, he did
he
say
ain't never lie. He ain't never lie talking about red lobster.
That is
yeah,
tricky,
if
but
I take you out to red
hey,
lobster.
like
I'm
I
looking
said,
at my one to
Ooh,
show.
them free
tricking
biscuits.
ain't that bad. Some men admit to tricking. One of
Hey, you
my
get the
guy
free
admit to
biscuits, you
tricking.
better give me the
I ain't
free
gonna say
biscuit.
maybe he
All
admit to
right.
tricking, so it ain't
All right.
tricking.
I'm dead, Joe. You ignorant.
Oh, I
We
got
gotta
you
know
that
what
meal with
tricking
the free
is, though.
biscuits. I need that free biscuit. That's what Roz
Hey,
said.
no, but dear, really stupid
Yo,
though.
Hindley is a fool, man. He said you got that. He said you order steak and lobster. I hope you know a side of dick.
God.
Hey, no,
I was
this is a good
screaming.
conversation though.
But no, yeah, I like I said, I'm ladies. I'm not putting the time on. I'm just saying, if I gave y'all a clear cut scenario, okay?
Red Lobster.
Red Lobster ain't shit. God, Ashley, what the hell? Like y'all be
Yeah.
wanting.
No, Red Lobster low key. If you're just dating a girl, that's
I'm
a big
saying,
deal.
Maybe when you take them to
That's
like,
a big deal,
and that's
for real.
another
That's
thing.
not
No,
a sex dinner,
That's
but
it's
Red
mid,
Lobster.
it's mid-level bougie. It ain't like
Hey,
big
but I'm
time.
saying, but I'm
That's
saying,
good top of
Ashley
line.
talk about Red Lobster ain't shit. That's not a fair. Okay, Ashley,
No.
cool. Okay, cool. Red Lobster ain't shit. But this, I'm saying,
That's
when would
good
you
top
take them?
of
To,
line.
when would you take them to
You talk
fuck out
about-
their child? Right? You spend $80 on her plate, $80 on your plate, so you spend $160, and they gonna tell you.
Just on the first date, I ain't trying to
gonna
see.
tell you. I'm gonna go home tonight. I'm gonna go home tonight. I don't think I'm gonna do anything. I'm tired. Hell, you is, Ty. We gonna work that $7.
Wow.
We gonna work that $80 off.
On the first date, I ain't trying to see no celebrities, really, to be honest. For real.
Hey, D'Angelo, you still on? That Kevin Hart's coming out.
I'm dead, man.
Or is it
Let
more
me
Martin
stop.
right now?
But no, to end it on a good note, I do think I agree with the women. It's definitely their choice
Yes,
to me.
it's a
But
communication.
also, like Ray Ray said, sometimes you can't be with that person because, like I said, if you want to have sex at a certain time
Wait,
and
who
they don't,
did
you
the
can't
angry
be
face
with them.
to Ashley when they said
So
Red Lobster out
I
and
know,
she
who
did
did
it? Who did the angry face?
Julian.
a man may have to drop a woman.
Julian, that's why you my dog.
Hey, actually, you
That's
ain't
why
wrong.
you my dog.
That wasn't a
Julian.
good example.
What
I
if
should
you're
have
not
said like
together with her?
I should have said like Fogo de Chao or
What you
something.
mean?
So what if you just dating a girl for like? What if you dating a girl for a while and she ain't giving it up? Can you be doing stuff on the side if y'all not
Hell
together?
yeah.
Okay.
Facts.
Real
Yeah.
quick, what do you think about that?
Yeah.
The women in here
yeah,
still.
Yup. If you ain't giving it up, if you ain't my girl, and I'm taking your date,
Give
fuck
it
that.
up, it is.
I'm definitely gonna be.
I agree with that. If y'all ain't
I'm not
dating
saying
or
I'm
married,
thirsty
I mean,
for
I ain't
it,
gonna
yeah,
be
but
married
another
because we ain't
chick
talking
hit
about
me
that.
up
But
and
if
she
y'all
say,
ain't
"Rod, I
dating
want
and
to come,"
stuff, if y'all just going on dates and just messing around a little bit,
Fuck.
and you ain't giving it up, then yes, he has the right
So new
to
question.
mess with somebody
So
else. If y'all
after-
ain't dating.
So after 20 days, she gives it up. How many days till she has to give it up again, Rod?
Yeah, we shouldn't put no numbers on it.
That's
That's,
what I'm
that's,
saying.
the old school
It
stuff.
depends on if she like it or
Is
not.
it another 30 days?
No,
that's the old
Does it have to be
school.
now
I'll tell you
shorter?
It depends on if she like it or not. But the dangerous part for me is if you get it up in 20 days, motherfuckers probably won't let me go.
Oh.
But it is the only thing is, like Ray said, if you give up too early,
Remix.
some dudes won't like that. So it's like it's a lose-lose situation sometimes because sometimes if they give it up in 3 days, then they're like, oh no, she at home done. Well,
Only
she
thing
gave it up
that's
too
gonna
quick.
make
So
only thing that'll make me lyric
it's
is like
always
if you
yeah.
if I really liked you and I was like, okay, I gotta work to get her, and then you gave it up on the first night, kind of easy, I'd be like, damn. I mean, that wouldn't sway me to be different, but I'd be like, thank you.
It's
but
different
damn.
stages of life. Sometimes a lot of dudes probably won't even care about it. Like you
But
want
shout out
to
to
be
Mama,
on
because
that
Mama told me maybe
intellectual
that
level.
woman like you. You know, so maybe she's not giving it up to
You want to be on
first
the
night.
intellectual level for real.
But I'm not buying that. Okay.
But man, yeah.
Pops taught me right. But like I said, ladies, if y'all ain't serious, do you. Factoids
If
101,
y'all ain't
Washington
serious, do
Jules.
you.
Factoids 101. I really appreciate that. But no, there's no timeline, ladies. We communicate, and whenever the time is ready, the time is ready. But we appreciate y'all.
Hey,
AP
thanks for staying in
27.
here, y'all, for real.
God, we killed the Real Talk section tonight.
Hey,
We
put on the
appreciate y'all
beat and
comments.
let's hear it. Let's hear it, Rod. Spit it out for us.
Tell me if my Broncos is winning, first of all.
Ooh, please just win.
No, come on, Rod. Come on, Rod. Let's go. The beat getting ready.
It was 27-25, damn.
Man, Broncos still a pick.
Ooh, y'all up 30-28. Jets got the ball though at the 50, 33.
My verse ain't die.
But man, thank you guys. Thank you guys for
Hey, turn up that beat.
supporting us tonight and stuff. Thanks for being active in the
All right,
conversation.
Mike, you about to spit, Mike.
So yeah, man, I can't
Mike
spit
about
worth
to
shit.
rap.
Ron, go
about
ahead,
to
do your thing.
that.
Do your
We
thing,
up
Ron.
in the app. We had a good show and that's no cap. Brotherly difference. Listen, like, share, comment, subscribe. We're about to take y'all on the ride down the city. 612-651. Yeah, every Thursday we getting shows done. Number one, up in the Twin City. Yeah, we about to kill it and we getting litty. Got the wine and we chilling in the black box. And artists and this and it's hot. Mike just interrupted me cause my Broncos doing the D and we're about to get our first win as a team. Y'all know what it is and we repping for the nation. Team Heat hoes, so stop hating. Skip LeBron, I am Rod, and this is Mike. We out on
See y'all next week on Ray Ray birthday.
Team Heat, y'all know what it is. Heat Nation.
When he lose tomorrow,
Let's
you definitely
go.
gonna be crying. He gonna
Let's
be
go.
crying.
Right?
We out here. Heat Nation, Bronco Nation. Joe represent.
Everything you said was false. There it is. Where is it? Oh, there.
Hey,
False.
come on,
Peace
y'all.
out.